Ebusianfo, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Minim time about baby I'm away, but anyway, look at my amazing sister, all the way from Scotland. Yeah, and many never have a dinkum. But yeah, who offending enough as I say, I am a boss and then the secretary. Yeah,
Baby, I discovered by Cho, yes, sir.
Lawyer and then the secretary.
Boss back.
Boss lady. Mini Annette saying,
I don't know by boy, and I swear.
And I'm here to my home face, dear. Chai, this Sunday evening, Charlie, where can I call ball dance? Share.
If I see here, and I said, you when my so wouldn't have become with the what said that we asked the whole counteract me tactics. I'm a person, me adding.
You do me, I do you. God no vex.
No, God no vex. Oh goodness.
Ebusia, ye amu nyina o beto so ana o share na o follow a yesre mo. Enti no, yen commercial break, sister o, na afi. Yen share platforms nyina so because this conversation and yes will be a missy baby a.
Debbie.
Enti no, ye commercial break, ye kosa kakra ne aba fe, na ye de nkomo na hihye so. It's welcome everybody. Sister, we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real in Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Munyani, baby, Sika educate. It's like you page, you know, I am vibe. But more than go YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika Educate is the name. All a man them source and they come from. Inspiration, motivation. Wapo modern education. Sika nature tips enough. Wafranada, when it's ya, or don't come or Sika deba. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real in Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate.
Yo, good afternoon, good evening, Abusian. We are right back. Into this our Mashama, why? Media amount page, so you should have it.
Yeah, I should be able to. Now say me Facebook funny be but what argument can dia menya ne sisi.
My tag your personal profile page so you should have it.
Martin, share.
Ebusia, we have this amazing discussion that we want to have today. You see, between couples, you can choose to have a palace or a boxing ring as your home until you decide. Until you palace a dear necessary way ubetimi maintain our palace no. So pesa way Zuma Nelson so na boxing ring so what are some of the things that are going to give you boxing ring experience? A man and no other person to discuss this amazing topic than Minia Bakupe, one in town, all the way from Scotland. It's welcome to the program. Sister Manenko.
Miss Michiachi, our tea for any after for Mr. Abusianfo say, Obaso Penawa was so. Wouldn't say ye a bar, Sika educated ye, your baswa, apart from Enchireno, near Beji ni, Yakan Quasem, Yakan near my Bemam Puntu, and a bambo, Iandiano. Yen said that ye be who be unto a platform be a girlfriends was what was so, schoolmates be was what share, or platforms be out and say, I'm sorry because yen see a free Christian background, so intino, and yadia, or the kotu baby be offensive. Yes, yadie. The entire was our yes, and say be crana will be a what be a boom on your madam for. Nemu moya downful. Now, share no not a year more. emano afen so bo ama dwumadi ikoso kɔ nanim na ye kasa na kyerɛ sɛ ehye nipa nim kran sɛ nipa ba so ye the ideas ba na ye kasa ho na bi de comment ba na ye nkyerɛkyerɛ mu a emegu da ho since bi abefa ade no ho sa because obia come from different parts obia won ideology and na enye one size fit all you know say ye collective ideas or platform no so emane ye nika enti na ya na ye se share no share no obi nya bia obi wonim de bia no watwero ana wo comment question bia no abisa na kyerɛ sɛ ye kɔ ye ne enti share ma ye na nyame onhyira ye aha
it is child the floor is yours.
Yo, and na ye ba be kasa say if you want your house to be a paradise or a palace, it's up to you. And if you want it to be a boxing ring or somewhere it's inhabitable, it's also up to you. Now, how do we do that? The edikai onipa bi ani hɔ a waware na tamfo da. E wo se ye hye saa de ban so. Enti obi nkɔware ne tamfo metena fie. Na mmom de wo mu ne sɛ ye nipa na etolibu wa se ne tekrama kora etumi ekunti no ewo mu se tobre a obroni frɛ bibi MOT ye yusuka akra na etobre wo se wo mu ade oye gum wo mu wo se ode bibi gum e wo se wo ye ka ni bibi sta de be ya na ho oden bekoso agina na obekoso agina na na so na ene MOT ni bi na ye ba be ye no enti because enye size fit all nti meka niema bebre na poso na baby a wo feel say e ho be ye moa ma ana baby a wo feel say e be ye nhira ma no na wafa na se wo bribi wo so na bribi wo ho a ye ka wo feel say ade we de me so me ma dwentire ne no so be ye moa amaye ti de edi kan ansa na efie ana say baby yete ye mantem baby e wo no ye benya asodwie no de edi kan wo se wankasa wo sum asodwie aba. Blessed are the peacemakers. Enti e wo se wo odi kan eso asodwie aba. And na ye be ye bibi to say a conflict resolution but me diverse ne kakra because nyama bebre na de ntawantawa ba wo fie. Enti enya one size fit all nti mesha dan so maye ne sa said de be ya simple obi free background we are coming from he or she can relate. Answer na obi to me ufie betumi adwono age se one kasa oso asundua ba enti obi ebisa se asundua ba anything se obi so asundua o pencham se de bia no niam a wo beye no e de akomatoyem ebeba fie enti mefa no se ade no wo ho kwan pa wo tumi anka wo de se ade sade we de bia me kana em se eto bu ana ni page mani akwa akosibon because odwe no se won timase enti dabi. One of the people I've adored so much, one of my fathers who, when I initially came to Christianity, he nurtured me, said something very profound. Now, as I'm aging, as a miracle, it become more relevant to my life. And I realized, say, Satan come or the penny, and I'm not come as them. Meaning nothing, and yes, that time they're applicable. But this time around in my life, it makes more sense. I didn't know my casa. Abrabo mi umpew esan se obia wona dwene na obia wo se de na tenkate na obia abra ne brebie wo se de obia feeling no enti me nko ba se de bia wo se 32 years so even those who are omo djuma kra ne so omo yinko asem nye de bia na omo sere ti ase na ye nkunu mo nso ti ase say the biological clocks of your wives. Yeah, Oba is so funny, and sometimes, obi na radio station abai we bi na kan bibi say nyame a wo bo ne makra one onte yase na wo waba beti yase. And also mpankyere say oni ni party a onte na se da nya no kreda. But we can coexist amicably, peacefully in a loving condition. Ebeka krano one hwe ya unhu say obi sika o maame no papa ti ase have you realized some we old no almost they are almost mirror each other almost say omo unim die ntia because there is a good chemistry between them. Living with somebody for a very long time, you take some of the traits in that person also takes something from you, and until because marriage is building each other up. Whether we like it or not, our kids will mirror us in some ways. There are some traits in us that our children will inherit. whether we like it or not. There are habits, and there may be a and you know whether you are we are about time, who will feel who about time we are where be what bad the best. And no, and no, the obroni be kind of say biological. Hunam akwa ho niema eno de akwala nso oni osel se sa na kanfo ka sa akwala nso oni osel se wanso oni wanso ose abako achi nipa bi obese no aha wo se obi kwani e ka se akwala di osere na wu enso bi kura na awofo no nse won ose obi wo baako fie na chese ose ne se mu fiefo nti wansa ma ame kura enya de ya ne papa fiefo ose obi eno ye hunam akwa enema obese no afa ye ka about su and the bobre akwala no ebi okra na ne papa agyae nanso ne niema yo said your kasa said your proper no ya hia ana said your ye ne niema no utimu say ne papa suwa no afa no enti uba won kwala ba miensa nkwala miensa no ba ko befa papa ne su bi enti wo papa na gya na papa na ka ba bi kura na oye bribi ma hu se papa ne guso ne niema yo ni bi etiase ne senti no enya niema ne nyina ye ne yenwura mo ne ye yere mote no ene ye pe suban ne yo ni bi wo hɔ a ye pe enti etobre metia wo nas etobre a esene tekrema me sene me tekrema ya kan bom enso me kase man kase yam ti me ka me tekrema anam tekrema me ti me ntasu ko hye ba bi en wo se hye saa na brabo ne tie enti mi pew da bi wo hɔ a me ne agya wusu wo hɔ yi etod bi wo hɔ a yetimi keka si ani me kase yekam ti me keka madwene abufuo me kokono na me hunu ye ne agya wusu nso no oni me yetena ya kyenti wono a ohusa de me hunu emu etare hɔ na me sa de mu ana ohusa abufuo ne yaba aha ya bibia ye sede aha enna me be kyera mo niema bi na de wo hɔ no se nipa bia de no efritirem one say ewo ansana the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh.
That's right.
Nyamba wo mu no na epie Bible nten enti ade no ebufuo eba wo mu na nsen internal exercise bi ya me ye me ankasa mo se bufuo na afa asema no ima sobrem no kakra na mehuni na etade we won say de mehuni ye flat me o channel space why what channel space first me see so what channel space I have because mehuni it also have my space so person hear me indirect but as I'm growing up who say whether I like it or not mehuni ntime nya fia and I better wear the ones that e be fata me nim e simple it be way me bu befu a me fiefu onim ubo nsa na manui ene mehuni na ye style na tese bufu ne ba now obi opesa wo ne metena che na wo dome na wo pesa ya brabo ne fe no saa niema we nyina wo se opeke from me e wo se wo sua hu niema it brings my trigger some of the things that oppress ya na se o kenya bribi e wo me mu a e de abufuo ba me Shasia can say na ye ba be kind of like a conflict resolution, but this one me yen to say psychological way me yen very me bafie ne yemu ade you said both of us can relate.
Yeah,
you and I know say obiya wo limit how he can be pushed.
That's right.
Obiya wo ne limit obetumi aye niema bi onipa bi wo ho a won ne tie abeya niema bebre obebo na nia to free on care. The entire one can say, yes, I want to make a once a move. A bit is edgeramwa, and young man crofobia who on baby boom. Nipa bi wa wabo no abone near to free. Be what we are dear back open a machine. Adia mimi who are make it come. Hey, I'm a metiao.
No one somehow can see when you get angry. Those nearby run out of oxygen because your nose sucks it all up.
Tell me about it. See this flat boat, yeah? When I get hungry, start what now? Start the pulse in my nose wants to rise up. It should tell you, say, because the next one is boom, shakaraka. I swear, God. The next thing.
This time I share you what?
You set me cracking. What my job was so I say what? Well, I'm just being real. One obia would a trigger no. So what I say? Obia, and before you get to that point, starting from somewhere, there's a baseline. You didn't come. And one of the things couples should understand. Say ya do ya ho a was here to be dia yensia grow. But young kind of crazy people who are yensia grow ni mu no. Out of excitement, people can cross the line. Enti ayensin grow we esan say ya ayensin ti nipa na bia wan hyeda obebo baby ebe kan ma me putting in that language ye di ayensin grow sa wadefo a ye cheche ye ho ye sresre ye ho enti asresre ni atwetwe ni mu no out of excitement so one control excitement na wo betumi akoka bribia enwo se ewo se wo kan enti twika sa ni mu no bi wo ho a bibi te say na odi wo nim nyansa say words like that. Would you wouldn't say? Enti only will be while you're a bit sensitive. Will be while what teaching kasasi. Unfortunately, I can use myself. For me, my husband is a very otrochi country, maybe trochi. Maybe to me a country, you know, so many tro. Look no a country tro. I think so or your hineba into what na him into any peninsum any abakosem. Enti nipa sa on ne kasa. Why is be or now we use to or do or correct or my when you buy hostel say a young casasa. Na many about the hostel because when some men shed that and cacas a hinge. Na say ya do ya hona ye dia yen simbra. A hana bebre o nyo bebre wa wadiem ewo. Ti di kan so bi any wo ware na account for. Ya do ya hu a out of say e bi wo ho anti out of say e bi a me pewasem. Complacency me echeme na me wura fi se to bu wo kwa ye di a yensin gro me kasa mu e wo se me hwe ne yie to say bia also onye team out simple things like this onye team out na onim se you take 2 sugars but dey bia oye tea no wa hye there bisa honey 2 sugars oh na dey onim. It's a cheeky bagger answer to give the husband. You might not know the mood or which part at that time where your husband is, what is going through in his mind. Enti okoshia be man itiri mo den amfa nche honhom wo no so a na wabo wato ho. Enti relationship no crackers astarte ya bem. Ebia yegusu a ye ken ni sikasam nkoyie ana bribi ntire wabi koso. Enti o man ni chiki answer sa no de akototo ewura bayi. Meduma saying na saying just say bian kasa no ana. So what you say? Or the at all. Another time any be 2 days. Na sister na mo no light no. Na mo nim say bedum light no. Wonu say wo mewo we su dida de no mo num light. Indirectly, maami ya wankọ adwuma ana papa ya bia. Bibia to na ebi nti ebi ontimi keka na ho te se nkan no. Made the way bam because that is where say ebia yensin grow koswa people take it personal. Say bibi koso one of the spouse abrabom. Say ebia na adwuma say bibi koso nchechire wa bi koso ewo awade anim na say bibi anka mu kandidi agro kra no. Enti obi be ka che say oh na me ware next time na tie. But that say nanse mu die bribi ekoso ansa na sa de ban nti wabo wato wakeka nka ne ma bi nti da obe best out nye sa wahwa awarefo ankasa no enye da ye kono e na asem no baaye eno ho
yes
but bibi adapted that yes enti obi can say emotionally I am struggling with my feelings before then you say something that cut me through that sent me to the edge. So what you say? Some of these things, enyama we will be. Etimi man tokwa bi ba. Okotena se na wodwe ho as. Na de kakra we na meka ye debi. Sister na bribi wo ho. Na bribi kwaso. Na tibia bi wo ho. Na mmom ona wani amma wo ho so. Bra, sister na aseni buafu den ewo £20, $20 ho no enya $20 na asem na aba emprempren ye ka ho asem o se obato obuase enunu ni kakra wa ye biribi fufuro bi a abeka $20 echidie na ye di no ho enti efie bi wo ho a ye tie news and ye hwe movie crack correct me man tokwa eba won tam because oni obi to say me etia na me hwe bibi na bibi to say abuse and na say emotional bibi koso the other person, because of my background, the kind of work I do, I look at things in a very critical manner. And yet, but I'm looking beyond that, what the person is feeling and all that. Comment to me what me ya beka say, we couldn't make us say, me what for dear personal papa or the ceremony. And it's all because it be a made to bibi who are madrimu, and now me they can't be, and now me they
I must say, ayo dear na uncle, you know.
That. What did the sister no? Why did the sister and my sister and you go food? Sister, you abu fu aben na anye you tokwa ya ba sesi you. Then when my kwan ya one fast one step akra anwro ne ho ansa ne ho. And I say, oh, well, before be dadaw, bribi wo ho a ekoso. And I say, bra no so anopa na wo kwa adwuma na opese ade o kwadodon sure sore ya wo pe
be one man anya long journey one long
journey ntino afiti anopa wo kwa adwuma nyina ne buafu e no be fie so aye ho kusuye ade te ho che fa girls ohu wo promi no sa bedru ye na wo ho kusuye a wo de si wo enti bra ne kuafu ne nyina anya ade na asi mprempren no enya aduane na anya de opani bi na ho aye ne ntina ne buafu
and right now mama now downloading one
my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes. Baby, the day we assist ya anya ne tia ya no kon anya no kon where ya ha enti is already sexually frustrated. Enti asam na ye aba na ye ka no ana ade na ama ne buafu no enye ade na asi mprempren no na is just because ebia o de twakom epu no e wo fie ho and I just so what the got to come sabi kuno e wo fie ho
ateni enko sister amasi ateni enko why you wanim sabosum
why you wanim sabosum and I said uti we usu ni vaso bia enti boto wan
Sister Kuamu say let him download though for peace. my pen drive name download you.
Of course, because whether we like it or not, so they are not yes sad and say. I told you a while. A young microphone him say ye can't about love making her. At the end of the well, Sani pano na kuma ne na adwene ni ade na wo ye na chi a ma eye so good at it say obetumi agina ni ato nja say be fakodi and you'll be doing it, you enjoy it. Mo ye couple a more good sexual chemistry, more good interactive communication wo montamu a obehunu say ade na udi nso enye nipa na na wunim nipa na na nim kura kire it's rather unfortunate say bebre ye kokwan so aye nhwe ye yire mu anim I come the bravo
sister ma
I swear come the brano it's as simple as ABC. Eti papa no frustration nyina ne kasa ye tintin wo fie ho na ntokwa yi a wodi ben nyina ene manya bufu ama papa ebu afu nyina na nse bi ikura wo mpese wo beyi sa ne ma nyina wo mpese wo ye nyina ye the fact say be koso. But I want to tell my brothers and sisters say I want for open your eyes. Non-verbal communication is very imperative. Uni obitia sa de no e wo sa wo fa wo ne ho enya niema ni well sometimes you know nipa emotions to move right to the point to say you don't have words enough to articulate exactly what you are feeling. But say nipa ni nimuwa o klemu se odowa nipa ne say me se minima ama minim sika minim asumesi minim obentia bribi wo ho a enkoso a me ni obi ye nyonko a ehu nya se nipa betina no aka kire me say akoma mu avrapuo bi ikoso Samifa phone na me ni sika kasa na me frɛ obeska na ho te sen ye wa ebia wa yensin gro bi a yedi ansa na nkomo kura wo hokora yaka but wo fa phone na apɛ wo se nipa na nyeso no kura wo fom. It tells you something. Ehu nya se sika be ka kyerem se me fie ABCD ekoso na mom se me hu se sika aboto no apafom kakra me se ebia hwe bibia ni we ya safo awrade yo na wu ma men kan kyerɛ wo na ma start kyekye akuya wre na ma start kan sem bi e be mankuna nhye enti ehu nya se akuya be ka kyerɛ me se abana ya ade ekoso wo bifie ni men so a me ya ne nyonko na menim se nya saa na da sika tie no ehu nya so se sika ba be ka kyerɛ me ABCD baby. Enti me ma typical example amako Ghana no o wona fofo miensa bi a obo wundin. They knew exactly what Amma wants, even though she has been away for some time. But there's something about Amma that never changes. For years, 20 years, they've moved with that girl. Omunim said your tear, Omunim said your penny, man. And she Ubedru airport, Amma, you see a man watermelon, Crofwe Pediani, your man watermelon, and why I know Amma pay. Or therefore, minimum was social media, no minimum said near my way. Entinia ma oyeho anyonko fa na minim
good
na de onim ni pakono said the emotions na real ho bremu na nigye bremu ni su bremu sa niema no oni amade yo eye different.
That's right.
Me be fa say me kunu me seso boafo ana me be fa say me kunu na me ye wo seso boafo a e wo se wo hia me onya abotira wo me ho enim me de me pene de me mpe. Enti yedi a yesin gro na afia yete se mi tone ne ba for mo I was so hu se bia bia keka kwa mani nye ho. Be quick enough to salvage the situation. Se mene wotete pa susuan pa se enkomo na yedi no aye interesting but all of a sudden as if I am slagging off from the conversation. I am not interested anymore. Be sensitive enough to read along the lines. Krofo bebre the emotional break. When we are excited, we don't factor the other person. We are so excited. We are all over the place. And we don't look at the other people, what is going on around them. Because we have different biological takings around us. Abribiane de ekoso e wo bi mu. Ebi atama wo wani anje no sa time eni nyem moro so sa. I want to smile with you, but it is not as long as I said the wani anje ya wo de wo la Highland na bibi amfa ho no. Me do wunti na wo sre no mesri bia boa wo but se eyade a I am not too interested in dwene me ho factor me to jokes na wo ye no ana niema na wo ye no. For instance ye hwe TV unim se sa program I'm not interested, but for the fact that it's a family time and I say it was so bia nya 10 and na ye you be bia hu nya wo and I mete wo nche no enye ni nyina na mani je ho but me pese metena ho so that we have time, quality time together. Be sensitive. Sometimes, can open a share kakra. A member bebre one that on TV, a ma differ was sani man. Let me say it here. I had ye sebe a ma bebre before. Or better to not bang and now me baby friend Bangeria movie.
Bangeria movie.
Nigeria movie no sick Bangeria movie. Or baby international movies is say papa ni free na wo hwebi. You soap will be a no when we or sorry no pa why at the end of this is papa ni be kwa dwuma aba na egusi so. Ti she anchira ne say e bia papa ni bakra papa we hwe news ana Debbie. It is all about her. Hey, na ya na eyedin. One of the things I mean who abrochire for who say because TV abeye nani ama ye menti no enkwala ne tibi gi efie ho TV boso me fie ha me TV eye baako pe in fact eye tu me baako wo me bedroom e na baako e wo masa so me ma edam TV nsi ho ne sent ni TV no de ye hwe wa asaso no eno na obi ya behwe me bedroom no de no it is only being switched on. And if I switch it on, and maybe I no pebi me bedroom or form, ebi I me nyama so no match news. And TV na djuma wa ya no. Say bi I measure news. And I say anajo Ebia mikro person share football or something or a documentary visual or something. And ebia I need to catch up on something on YouTube because it's smart TV, you know. Not my quasi on my koya de kwa me na me said that I am conscious because me try me man say there should always be a family time. I na ye TV ye ti asaso. Enti ye taking turns you be a and kakra be a Monday we Tuesday. Well, yes rotation no emma nkwala no obi a factor e wo fie na ye te no emu. Ebi wo ho a me kuru we or specific programs I was share. Enti TV no se mo be chi o mo be no mo be ye da you on man kasa ejakwasi fa ne ho sa but if there no was specific program to say sports highlight on Sunday anopa the maminya TV wo me bedroom no sports highlight anopa is not ready to come to asaso I just otna the bedroom anu ahwe na yi na me nso me wo bibi ya ma beye wo ma asaso aye de me pese me ye so what you say ye ka hawa if you betumi so wahu utai ye o de san e ye niam nketen the big hurdles ni yeduru wa ye better de ye niam e yakase ni yeduru wa but obi wo wa ye niam nketen na trigger no e niam nketen na manipa no ste o factor me abrabo na me ne wo bo no unim de me pe unim hawa ye yome ai akani beka se unim nipa ne yo enti emama setna no efe eba ne sa emefie hojo whereby ade na kwa obi a koye self centers I myself eyame ma menka arabosem kese pa wo ho kire yenya ye wa abro kire sa ade ne di yenya cause ade so obi tini mu say me na me tu me kwan say ya wu na utu nkwan kwa brabo na pese oba enkofo obi metena wo so ana enkofo obi enkoka kire obi say I do na nya wote wo ho no wase afi won wa wotena won wase for a very long time or you're very independent for a very long time so you have a set mind kind of way of thinking and obi be babra boni pra onim how to even navigate his way when there is somebody to consider. So what's not as a single person, whether a man or a woman, one say ya, what day yomu, or casemu, or near my young, a son so one away a wadi and I won't train will be entino. One say ya will be the can who could a better day.
That's correct. You're correct.
A better day. Now unconsciously no, ubaya near my who say a affecting pana or can. A tobu or one yakwe ya near my yana quaese moa, baby, if you have crano, yetinano, or one aqua yendia, there's a spot to be a yendia. Oh, a particular place be now we are single notana, and now you're the couch of Robert Fiewa. What gauge baby a person wotna and obiant na that sport ho. It is a cramaya wardrobe so good in a particular space. Baby, yes, sir. Unconsciously. Or quatra kunyan or gauge ye. Or she said the akunyan bell rockeno, said the akunyan yano achina pedan and nabaho, and obi the canon who will feel hokrana on my hook pine, even to the stand send ma. As I make a micramidi who phobi. Ubefia hana minimicro, ye pray, baby. Ya wampa. Any empower ye demo a daho. And so bana ye pray baby was sasso baby ye TV ota no passes no opa TV wo ye wo sport be a bana menimi kuno pre ho abekasa nkwala wo fie ha. Enti those what do plan person ko jon so I won say what tete ho because you say wo so de ya pe
ya ba betena ho.
We program ya ye si amana nyame because baby ana me kire pa me sorry nyina na me kasa mitiri. And so I was sorry. But the camera net one, I always said the one who has to be so comfortable place. Because what make us say, woman, young fan for some of the little things we do. Some of them money be over, family TV in the mammy, family remote in the mammy. What kind of sign? Not knowing, say, you are telling the person, say, where your media. So if you make kitchen, I see you say kitchen, and so will be do you know the reason why some of you they don't bother themselves going to the kitchen? Because ebia obetumi aye aduane no ba se all tidy up no anko yie so if the kitchen ho and my kitchen wo fi ohu unya be ma bia ne hunu mo bon no a won ko kitchen ho bi opa kitchen ho na wo pa wo de fa enti na be ma no so atageti ba bia ono so pese ho no ye ne bia because if ye ne bia emu mienu mo dia the council cry na dem a wo oba na ne ma egumu no papa ne toye. Have you seen where we can turn our palaces into a boxing ring?
Yes.
The obia do so go babia obia person take territory abroche for dear baya what ye di nya no because akwa ye say e 50-50. Let me tell you, say you worry na say bia wuti ya rent na be ma ye shopping enye 50-50. O tie the side dia na hye wutiri mu a access kan bi koso wa wade ye ni mu na ye ni penti that instant no automatically comes around. And just 50-50, you know, as I dear near chain, or be a body 50-50 no buying. Now, maybe so. Who I was to your rent, no? Say, what you must say, your rent never pay your buacan. And I said, what would tell you, and what you must say, yeah, and your common the wild, who say, Adriani Babana. I had some no one. Because say, I bet you 50-50 Sabra Bona. Now, who started to say, actually, while could not be more yet to more than for. Onim sa wo hochero onim ba bi obeminyam onim ba bi obenyam ai sa na mani bitie bra na adwuma ne ye na ne tiri mo de no de ma sam tete sister no enti wadwuma say ye na fe na sister na tiri mo den asore wo so enti say ye turn ye mfie whether to a palace or to a boxing ring no. These are some of the things that we do. One of the things that the dynamics of abroche for our ria Emma ya wade ni nyina bebre ne se me na me kwan na hanso na mo kwan me be school na we so ba paadie ni abehia ye behia de wo se ye hu ne se ya be ye ho number ako na wo ye project e na we so ye project a e wo senti ase ba ye ntam se ye hwed ye ehu hia kan na ya ye afiri ho na we aboa ye ne ye we nso afiri ho na afa yan kase ya ba ye nya ye die nipa bebre nti bi enu sa level na ye boa soso ye hu abia da bi o ai ne ma meti kwase opekumaase dan enti chinchine atwan se ne ba ne be ye dan na kumase dan na ba se ma me nya abotre tena nkrofo fie kakra ko sister ne ma be da bi ne ma me de body bi ehye bebre ma me motiti Ghana but they control what goes on in abrochire odofo wo wo sa atibia ne mu bia wo papa wa de fo no ma me tena ye no enya enu bi na bia okunu na wakonya no pese ono wotena na emo muta atieti o maame anu mu asem wa wanhwe a wo de se ani wa na wo maame ede wo papa tena ya na wade egu ye no ebi beto
Sister, a man and mama being so say, this is what I am seeing is that maybe I your bar and now you're bema. It doesn't matter what sex. Wo kwa worry any hey, sister, I will make kwa worry many bra wusu na kwa kotena. Make kwa worry him with a good heart, with a clean heart, with good intentions. Say, the person many Mr. Usu tena ye, right?
Yeah.
And so very relationship ni When say be a brow, so and answer wo sister you have a different agenda wo trimo. Nipa ba ko they are doing fine ever, but the other party has a different mindset or no by relationship. A man maybe or what say there are men these days who are into relationships simply so obeno mo ba no or her sister wo born a humodi. Where your nurse, where your drama way, where your mental health way. Sister Esika be won ho wa hedan on ne mam yenu yo team Sister Esika won ho enti wo agi ni pe ya atena wo fie se opese on ne wa ya ware pa na mutena te mo ho ase do mo ho but ade na be one sided papa ne beba ne bia wanye adwuma nti wo support no wo boa no na de na hwe ase aye ne dabre e ma ne mema nyina sister wo
aha na asem no wono Sister Sika hwe mani ati bebre no o ma ponche ache se meme ye obe ma hunu se oba a wo kwa akofa no eye boafo afi wo oba nso a wo kọ enti na meka se what now so abroche shepu nipa adwene se what now for a very long time you don't depend on people to live your life ne senti no eto na bi wo hɔ a emma ekoye ne se mi ametumi ayemade sa de ban no ebi wo me so pa me ni krushi aye no I need to now was say me start esua ne be me to me boase e free sa de ban no ho because eto bo na me kru to make us slow down abena I am here to help Mrs. San ne ma bo me ho so it's not necessary na ye man no ye di ho for was ade no e yampa una wutu wo kwan wa na wo baaye enti de bia no ontwen wo bia no aye bribi enti wo be hia wo bi na wan factor nipa no wan misa ne pe wan misa niema a wo pe na ya abomu a wo be hu se wasesa niema bebri aba ho so a enye papa ne na de ahye wo kon wo na wo de ahye wo kon enti eto de bi wo ho na efie ne niema beka ho na ukon mu bu a ansa na wo hu se papa ne nye hwe na mo na wo wura free say na wo pesa ye wo I do I fro no wo sesa niema bebri gu ho so a na ye nsoma say ya bia ya adwensi e ba da ya honam baako a etwa say ye bisa ye ho say edien na me play abrabo ben na abrabo am no ba bebo no me road ni say me oba ma sede ne say be ma won so wa sede ne say ade baako a e wasta brochire fo hye nso say whether we like it or not abrochire ma mansem do no srade makasa asem weida de bia menya platform bia wa resem because the dynamics, this is where it is. A man $7 radio will brutal. I say, ma'am, and you know, your bar, you want to keep your home, you want to make your home. Factors are the because even those are buying supporting one, some are supporting them and it's the same man. The same, you know, Sabrina was some team up, ye team. Me wow, ama if you nejinano. A teamwork and Fabribi I won't to mentor hustle. Tia. Say ya wade for near G and what say your Bob Brana Maya Afia. Major 1,000, Mikunoja 1,000. Up to date, a bini bima wade bear 10 years, 15 years. Nipakuni nimsika waje. Amount oje. I was for semi mamma or Becca say, Megini who amount a media. Obe say sikano obe srese debut oba hunu dia wojia or get the calculation or the nyansa to ho onko to Gucci bag 1,000 obra wan kasa income ni nyina 1,002 oba hu sika wojia ode hunu mobo aniwa bi hyeyen na odidi a wajabi because onim say na yenya say na yebedi say na wose ye de to enta abrabo na mebo no say na wose de ka ho ema mi kunu abrabo ye guswa ye ken enye se ema bi nso nyaade ema bi yade na nkwase ebuo na amankrofo ani ate
this is where I want you to go now. Go on.
Nkwase ebuo bi a ebi mu aye pen eni abrochire mpani nsam bebra yate ena amasa niema no aba na enye emanko na ye memanko all the sexes does it sabile obi ansa na nitie beba no obi anso de preko pese na niti o this is guy say you be kan your ho no kra obema bia yina kuma mu se metua mortgage meye niema metua bills na wo bet ni modinfo obi ese me de atua me ka na me de kwa Ghana ye beji mi sika na me de kwa Ghana sister da wo kwase ni bete na agro ni begu eti be ma ni behu se aba hwe ye yusu me afi na bra ni trima start ye den ana sister bi say misika mensam dom srade sen mikunu enti beboa mafa eka ne niema toto me ho so me ntwen se biribi mra me ya me niema enti no obema de ka me ho no I don't see any difference me ye ma de so wo your obema wo dwene kwa akire na eyampampa se wo the sister na e ba bebo abrabo na you don't take advantage of the woman but eto de bu wa ho a what make us say adwa se ma betere fie happy mama nye jebi mo mama and that is how it work between me and my husband eti be me wo mi fie ye need ye wotua dan ka ye need de dabi boso no so a ye sika ye nya ye ni and there is support me and am fie ha budget ye did ye call out ye ben me na me hwe so ti de bia mi kunu ti me frame hey house manager no manager na de na eko manager de na eko no abisa me sana ye say obeso obisa me what's going on yeah factor between me and me eka ho unless they say bia this man timabo mi ti anam enti because I be na me budget e was set family ninya budget But Ghana for bebre, the money is there. Here we are near baby. Abrafuna betu omono, they live with budget. Mama yenshia sa de ban ye. Because you live with budget na ye di budget na so. Osu me so a se bra kwadwo nya 1000 ye di mo 600 bra kwadwo wo 400. Ben so menya 1000 ye di mo 600 aka 400 obi a wo 400 da kwa emergency bi ba me ntwe bra kwadwo me nu asori dem ansan na kobisa collection.
Financial analyst.
Wow, having financial independence and also having financial knowledge how to use the resources that comes into your hands is very imperative. We all have made certain mistakes. No question, and you may be what minimum say Abraham. Nanka minimum no 12 years ago, not minimum 10 years ago, and can mistakes be what many. But whatever be the case, it is never too late. Ahana me mesramo Ghana fo bebre ye di ho few. Bible says some na matching to who afi. Says na wodim na mo ko platform bia na asem na ye kan wa wonim sa asem no. Ene me fi abrabo na me the sister na kan ye no kore na wahunu no. Emfiri ba bia mabiem.
No kore.
Go catch the watch. We did back catch the one, go catch the watch. I just have them manofia way. I just see cat anofia way. I I've already told you people. They said the gospel is not coming from the likely sources.
No,
the unusual places. It's where you hear the truth because you know what. Or the assembly hinter and answer for no correct.
No correct.
Over platform, this will say, baby, that ye can't be a while me say, this is the antidote to what they are talking about. No, afa.
Good.
Watch. Because that is the rhema you need at the time. The akosu will feel and who ayana ye diamond. Every house must have a budget. Whether you like it or not, and kind of abajimia bremuna, yet yauka we brutra. Mo say first, no. Now we are about we brutra, we okay, we are financially independent. And then you might independent. It should tell you the prices have changed.
Good.
And your master. The saint, you know, ya did yamu, yantadi shemu, yaniama yomu, it might also change. Wastefulness must be changed.
Yes.
And this guy, I to my year, Shami, me catch that was say, I did more than 6 years, unjindi. But everybody who knows me, go to our require me page, me page, and I won't require long time talk.
Personal profile.
Sorry. Come here page, no. I won't require no. Uba will say Atari away, 7 years ago. And you know what? Again to my pa intino unim se star we top yi kra na betwamu a ahata so metimi dia star for be ba na me gina so. Those days our parents does it. Yen appensi we waste a lot. And I can tell you na abaso no akoto na na abaso na whether you like it or not ade achi bia de foforo ba uye obi ade bia ba de wo so unya bia o to me save unni sikada ho unni bida ho. Now let me tell you, at this time who were hani akachiro say we who were han de bia na be frɛ nkrofo say nkrofo ma wait yeah de bia na be ko say nkrofo ma wo on slave. Oh no, what is happening here? De bia na wo be ko nkrofo say nkrofo emo Debbie. It is very necessary and imperative say ubenya financial understanding of the kind of lifestyle you are living. And now you want me cry corona started ye me the idea be so because I knew say ye be share dem we what the atare ekwen what the mpabo ekwen what nti eniema bi mo ebi okra near corona anyone na mo pie we make up one side the toy na egusu wo and so obi a woye wasteful no corona ba ye nyina na spend chances and rather no I am more Because you know what? Omo Tony man have a way of so omo dada and see about it. Oh yeah, yes, sales. Oh yeah, way. Oh yeah, way. Also pedisika. When you be a wide mu drop a brea. What mu a bi mu a o ma dwene mu no bebre no. Omo nya sa nim die no. Obo kakra sense na corona wo ho no. Obo ka sense why should that be? But one man why dwene defie na omo nim the time and season and ye go mu no. Omo nya getire wo omo nsa no. Have you find out how they did it? The na me de beton tade ani shoe ne bag ni nyina whole year. Lockdown no. Sesika no eda ho. Sa lockdown ni mu nyina na nka me ko saluma. E bi DIY said ye sua said ye ye ti ohuru wa utrim sesika no da ho. Mo amukita mama ayo ate se me ne kita mama ayo amienu mi wo yi. Say ye boat de se ye pamade sa ade ni mienu nya bia me ne na corona yi ba ye dem ti me bo rasta. Enti no nanka 6 weeks bia nkwala mienu mentri akra 70 and 60 pounds it no cry de efo omo mienu 70 and 60 pounds ebi wo ho so relax it no me de no factor na che say 108 o sa hena nka na metuatua no say scan in a whole year no say edami botom. Therefore you need to be financially resourceful. Because so we are financially resourceful there may be any kawanim. Good. There may be who say we your boafo. Good. The Bible will say we your seso boafo. Sika and then your man pounds samoda. Even in the midst of a hotchre. Maybe high profile jobs. I did not being said their wives are very resourceful and very resilient in even how to look after their homes in this perilous times. That is why they still have their marriage. Yes. Obi a teacher ni papa. And so oton ice cream kakra. Waton ensuo kakra. Na waton pure water kakra. Na ode so enti enye teacher fo pay no nko na ye twen. Di no. Adwuma ministries ebo 435 yapon osan ye huba. Ka na ye de kosi nkwala no wo school ni asi madam ewo adwuma mu no papa ne pon 5 to 11 otwihu banka kakra ye mfa taxi mo nto otwihu ba sa be dura nwumre no full like beja for the week ye de odi pay chop money said ye be ya but Ghana so wasi dan odofo sa na abrabo ne ye bo no abrabo na nka ye bo no abruchire no ne se ye bo bi wo Ghana it's Ghana. Oye adwuma wo bank osan ton niema ton shirt singlet nkwala mpabwa hwan no de afiri abusia na me wo Ghana no ye adwuma wo seconds no edi anom de frame hyentumam o hwa na me de aba come me ton sardine come beef milk na ye kakra akra wo mu anam de toma kakra fam an ma me ton key soap ne sa niema hye rubber black rubber no ma chekere ne kama what hwa anam de abehye odex ase me do price nso abo yetia wo ka wo fa me office wo na eko tiboso me so ye na yetia aka na me so me book te ho those times na yetia wo bank e kire ne on ye be start tia go bank na yetia envelope cashier ne ba envelope nti obi ba gi ni pay Friday na be na me so me te ho me kan me dia mo bi nso abeba ba ne wo ye ma she dwane step nso wa hu a utia ka no age foforo utia ka no age foforo enti netu aka na nkrofo sika ne bi sa no me na fe ne bi kamede no good e wo say ye resourceful mumu bebre mu kruma ni nka manim de kire se o ye oba a wo say yade yes o hweti sika o muwa be ma no o ba bro kire abeti kwaku sister ye gyan no ho ane dia no so wo wafi dia no wawo yes wo wade you 5 years ni 5 no de mu 4 ha ebe dan ba pe ye ni aka wanim ebeye ten papa when we sa papa ne kra so opema bebre sa there bi o ma me na no kan ye se ye fie mani won ti se de wo ma ne de wo ana wo anye bia o ma me ene tua nkwala ne fees anye bia o ma me ene to diaper so abrochiri anye bia brabo na wo bo no nkwala na wo pruku wo pisa papa ne se sa na ope na brabo ana enti say ye be ma ye fie adwo say ye ma ye fie enyo no the in-laws most of the time rely on us it's because say e wo say we obi a wo suma sundua ba afen e wo say we obi a wo do Enti baby sa wo say odo eyedin.
Sister, I want you to address Salome Memano as I say or Mabano. They are not only here in Abruchile or more Ghana and so. These guys and I make can say be a woman sister or me ko e ya upon humodin ya we ye obi what to na ba betina. Osi onye adwuma and na wahu ne mobo usi wo de anya hwe wo de me supporting no 3 years now go so support well on fa hwe mefi
Sister Sika sa Salome Memano Yemma na bia na asoso na ayesa. Abusiafo e wo yoba na uwa aso atie de America no. Na no Councillor Lutrot kan ye mo se monti bi da. But I think said the way or constructing a sentence na manti ase. Bra woni adwuma ye nware. Woni manchi a odi oba akwasha ye nware. Ma menma mo education kakra bi wa ha. Enkan no anamri bi atwa mu no. Eya na ebi wo hwa ye katete sam ne abakosem a minim say ya mamra ne amane no ebi nye but ebi wo hwa na ye enti de bia me ka se fa de ye papa no wom na fa bobra enkan no oba ene konkuru chire be ma wo nko nyere chire wo se sa de ne yi oba na han ne dan na wo kotena ne so ana so oba no won flat na akotena ne so ana oba na asi ne dan na wo kotena mu there be it is wrong. It is wrong. It is an error. Ladies. Oba ekonkunuchire. Wo oba no na wo se ukonkunuchire. Enye be ma no. Ene banyirichire. It is wrong. It is an error. And this is what some of us, out of desperation to become Mrs. So and so, to be called da. Until you lower the standard. You lower it to the standard. Kawana ya dibe show kura wona woto. Until it end up say, ya wonu wa de be ma no. Enye be ma no. Until na ya kasan me can say, out of say you have been independent for a very long time. Oh, mi ama ya madie. Oh, until wa ma ho kwan ama papa na ni ne mmere ma yosem. And idea be woni pa ho a wo betumi aye wade de ase wagya na wo ye wade enti sa na mu bi situation na kwakoye no kura ya ba akopɛ was bra na wakoje no kura ase so ye wukunu na ye wadanfo bi kunu e na wo pre ya na akɔhyɛ ye na wonim se wo wadanfo no ka kyerɛ se bra na ye kwadwofo no na ya mpampa se bra no wadanfo na na ɛtɔ te se no na wo pre ya wo kɔhyɛ ho no ɛho sunsuanso na e ba wo so no ti ye kan wade asem a ebi wo ho a de edi kan me bi sa ohu bra no wan de adwuma na wo ye krache na wura ade adwuma na wo nso wo ye because you must have something doing unti me nkofa wo bi ma me ka say oye me seso boafo de na wo ye a wo boa what are you doing me be boa mo te arithmetic here ko ha yase Bible send me or buy me a set of waffle. Ain't be man must have something doing before I'll become a helper. So what you say? Now say unishe ya. How would I come and help? And yet a dreamer be our enkind na ya mamma mo ebia ni kunu kura ye fitani o se a nkwale ya wa hayi ombe didi ebia to aduane be si ha ombeto enti papa ne ya master or chire fitting. Ubon sana ma me no ton ice water kakra wa no ayi aduane kakra no de abesi ho. Otongo be kakra. Enti no they bring money resources together as family and then they will be raising kids. And they onye bra ne nya adwuma. I am still searching. Ya wadi ye 6 years time is still searching for a job. What kind of man is that? I still searching. I want searching onye adwuma ne bi nyeye. 6 years. Hey, me wan so enti onye adwuma oya yefro ubehu se ni sisters e we brochire ne brothers ni amama manisika ni ayi enti ukọ wedding ni bi e wo Ghana ase ye hyewo ama e wo hyewo ma awadefuo ni sika no mde kwabobra and I'm like no, if I have a gift I want to give to them fine, but it shouldn't be say my hands are being twisted to No, I'm sorry, but these days wedding be entrance dance and one you be no na ekano aye bibie wo honti foundation of the marriage is even wrong. kana edi won wadi mu no ya ye entrance dance na wie ya ye ya awure o so hwan baako bi a nansen mpebefo die bi a na mehwe wo YouTube so enye awo ba shamanfo ni ebobo o hwe bi mu a me bisa mo se sister o getire yesen sa na me mu sanya maneme bilo aha mo friends billionaires club
sister na ko she say ada
chese omo ye niema na mane poroso enti ye bewie na ka edi ye nimu kan na eka di ye nimu kan ti ubo se awade na ye o se ye de ani gie bamu na nipa ne sua me yo ehu se de metie na me bobre ma ye ka be de ye nimu ma frustration ye start ye nyina tensions ti when nya kwampo anhu nipa no ena ebi wo ho a ye se ye date no is the sexual part people are interested in these days. Maybe a chamo a yesi would date you be a if you are almost a year na ye but ye num ye home ye ko cinema ye ko zoo ye ko ha ye dim komo things you pick certain things from the person, the way he speaks, the way he talks, the GDA father by and near ma wa GD and near ma one pe enti nkobo bi beba yakotena baby wa to koku ba ko bi wanom wasore baby o and then you ko date na I say me shabra na 6-pack me shabra na said your tear me say Jimmy Samono until we lose focus on what we should be looking for and some of the relevant questions we should be asking. We lose a lot of focus. At the end of yes, sexual orientated kind of enti and namunia katima kapemno. Listen. Obi a 1 year juma na ho de dosu and your 10 rounds of crowd.
I love it.
That's the 1 year juma no. What next time the new he must reserve that whole thing to work so that you will be able to feed the home. Eti eya na me hia ma bia me de me pedie mu ode de mu ode na ne sisi mu ode no nya adwuma bia nto so de anopa ne ani oguruguru matwe ya e dane ntimi sei obi a ota ye yesa ya agibrichibire no me shada me ncheke osa because in real life, in real world, this nonsense is not relevant. En abrapo no papa na ye bono edie na hia na abedi Wamuno, Yako Yusu Mama says, Yo, ya. Said, dear Bebre, wabre. What do you
around scenario now to me crown sorry, you know.
Now, what's now? I'm a part 8 oh, yes, say, oh, Faha, who see her. Where is that strength now? Obabe Westi. Meanwhile, Muwan Kwala, and now there's a future you want for your kids. Into your Barbara Bona, ye factan Kolane Kanwa. Then say, I want in our pem. A bedroom time I am ma, invest in there was see a tier fees, private tuition, when you're stroke, no see a show. Not yet do, Sikana was here, the Shankolana, Eco School, no, yet the Bible show who stroke, I would know. Debbie, when we get the chance and maybe you share your now for 4 hours and we are saying some of those things, I will say, in Crawford, it is strange when they hear you speak like that because in their mind, yeah, kind of thinking they say, and a year romance, you make 5 francs, 10 debut. Debbie, there is a difference between sex and love making. When it's love making, we are back on the crutch. I say it lasts you for a very long time. When it's love making, hey, yeah, bam, you know, it's been last 2 weeks, 1 week, I just say, wow, hey. Let your sex, making call. You do ourselves. What how would be? What how would you so account? Debbie. One water bottle. I said the other to I think we so
I feel now we are continents you share so now.
But the papa allow making you say, when we are now done, Panasonic say, and your man now because what will say, oh, would they make no? Hey, and yet the other we are now say, open water bottle. And the fruit, I say, I dear, but she has not been quite my and no, yes, I mean,
Hey, sister, I have seen on there one Azuma blow a week now, so no, this year they become.
oh, just say, twice or 3 times a week, but two say because no, good, you actually enjoyed it, no. It's a little longer, and after you know, one say, ni pani ni wo cry na bribi fan say, I'm a nipa for 1 week cry na. You'll be looking forward for good time. So what I say, I know the idea. Oh.
Idea Monica.
Don't wabro sounds from some man to no wabro, no dano, no butu, no adding. Because energy no one. I am quasi as a muto. But pumping in our chain. Rise up now in real world, no sound quasi as it's not necessary. And I said it. Wukra wa banu hia wa ho den dia ye niam bebre wo hia wa ho den adia ye niam bebre so wa pom den so what you say enti wo ma wo bi jipu ya wo sa na eno no tese eye de but wo se wo factor niam bebre e ka ho nyanya stebe ya wo mienu miensa be ka tro se wa ho den tese de na wo te me can say oh 40s head towards 50 one who then said now what 25 no
exactly
it's no say be maybe now for time now what 25 years no and some be for 40s mu sister kuma no bekum
no correct
kuma no bekum it doesn't add up yes na brabo ne tie to sa fantasies na ya build wo yetiri mu no ene sa na ma yo ne nkwase ya keka bia yetetete ewo media so ne sa na ma nya sa in real world ne nya sa na tie abrabo na ye bo no ena ade ba konso a meka kira warefo ne se social media na ma obi e wo se hu ne mobo feel to say the other apem so social media na brabo ye mobo pa waya mobo obi ani ho ana to ni su enso wo ba social media opesa ochira wo say wo no ye better off than you because you obi ti say me eni sika eni ama ana say yaba ye beka reality bia ye wom achira amanfo in the name say somebody can resonate what we are saying my thing say ye cheap ye nim ye WhatsApp
Wash our 7 years, so that's she.
I say, and if I make Rebecca say, it's Atari, and I go and look at my pictures. Go and look at my old pictures. 7 years, it's still standing. And yeah, that and yeah, many I was 7 years, and I took a full nation and said, yeah, you will say, and never buy a young thing.
You there form. Tell me, see me, baby, man, Casa Pambi, mammy.
It's a baby one way. I dear be on a baswa because I'm in Sa Baswa and Jenny Bicham. And no mean
good.
Mean because I know ain't any Bicham. Also, be Basuma, ye be a bit idea Bechame. And I say, ye kuno fe. And but and ye bribia, men that kind of a person. Min chasing Yama will be a yebi, Mentesa. Maybe people to be a basso, but I said the air can maintain. Maintain ya the chila and Chenetum. Now, me what that be wo ho. Metumi aye ni bibi ana o meye de obi anye. Sana memete. The most unlikely thing no na meye. I always want to be different. They be am catch my mama and say, don't worry, when everybody is doing the same thing, you are doing different. It shows you want to be different. It means that you have your own ideology. You are not following the crowd. And it's about time. Ya anchira enya baby are you free no. So be start idea kama obi de yenim se de getire nyina na so no na mom be fa ne se ade ba so abrochire yen yete abrochire ye ade ba so ye ton £100 so nya abotra be do be na sales ye ton 20 me sa time na bia beto sa time so mo amudi kan to nyina mo de na ye dada mo amudi kan to 100 no mo de ni nyina ye dada ti da me fa me de na hye no Bon say I want to say one time. na ye wani so say one time me kai say this particular entuma po eba so no mo different colors bi say e bi ye orange e bi ye white any me say me pay old one na bi old blue one old one no me pay sister na oh yeah me so me the old one na me pay also sister we na abaso na sister e no na abaso me pese mete I don't want to hear. Or for them, I make country. No, and who he has said, Bibia Baswa would them nika. Oh, and not just a wound you hundy. What you would ya? After all, a Gucci send upon a shetchy. The Awadaya now or so that I say a Gucci. And no, you're the brand. This is our woman require. This is me. Free to be myself. Me won't wear baby any wa. Baby any wa Casamura mean to me. And why? Because I wear my confidence. It is not in the dress I wear. It is not in my makeup. It is not the kind of you see we give it the bone straight. Me work with me for bisa saying no work right saying. It does not define me. But there are some women, yeah. Be right. I brought you for my who are sorry. One start here in and 3 days. Baby kono okwa enye yi. And it's a sickening. It be adani what is hoard they hoard stuff. Adiana ya dada. But the enemy okro how to be koto. Bo who say na a tag no a bomb 2 years ago. You real free class what tosho. Sister, I was sad to be anymore. You are a hoarder. You need help. You need help. And you know why some people do that? Because Osano, I am tontare for fromano. I learned to love shoes and bags. Shoes. Me wo me pay heels pa. Me pay heels, me pay shoes. And a bag, those kind of things. And perfumes. Me and who say it's because I was denied shoes, yeah. Na me maame e wa brochero ti me ton yama breme na okwabana ne de egu ne wardrobe mu. Ti ade na wo nyese me ni bio. Na okwabana ne age de egu wardrobe mu. Because I said one of my stepmothers she said me be fra Holland ama won so we fra Holland ti sa abro nya no. Me maame dem to man fra brochero breme na makopam no. O ma me nhye to man na de fra brochero breme no. Oh, my main shesa. Na sad and what I didn't know, no say a dimidamity miami sees what miami to me Toma dear no. Oh, so bit make us say I dear with me when the same time one me answer. I turn the blue, I turn the yellow, I turn the red. Why would you do that? The fact that it be a wusano when ya say wow to be toward dear no. Aha. See one more penam we baby who are no color bring me a money when I'm wearing up. See, Ojina, make I say, my SR program, maybe that some of the psychodynamics of life, I make I say, if you are inquiring, the number, it's not their fault. Oh, no, Osano. Now he can afford it. Me Brady, I will Glasgow has said. Brajo, minimum otesa me kan ha no. Osano say, akukọ no wabre ekunu etutu ho atoto ansa ne de ayenkwa wase agina so asa wo no. Akukọ 9 ne de ma. And now when you wa brochire yi, otime kọtọ akukọ box. No watch, was na manwe. Was monwe me anam toy, me papa wantimi anto bia ma me de me wo misika ameto nti monwe. Adentia because Osano when ya will be a man and yenesa. Na niamani bina ya na ye no be ne yoni bina ya ye niamani bina ya ye no. The fact to say na ye natural no anko ye. In our way no we are compensating some of the things we lack.
Lost time.
We are compensating. Hona se ebi wo hwa wani ba wo so a. Oba platform bi su say na ye kana wa num say wanum na ya wo de no. Said ya open na mo wie no chibomu no na no mote said na ametin say kosia ya che de chibomu de na ni je ho it will tell you the kind of so what you say and na all explaining say baby are not na omo no so mpe de ya no It's because ya chede ope. It tells you say, and yeah maybe I come experiences be anya wo yen kwala abere mu no. Say if we don't deal with it, we compensate it with the kind of lifestyle we are in. Ti woman ye pa at the toto bebre no. Na ofri hiam ohu se nkrofo shade foforo. Oso no wanya bi anhye. Na okọ school no ye laboro. Ota agije nkrofo ntade say stay your no amba abrochi da wotimi to no. Enti bibi ya wo fom. Bibi say osi no aduru ho ye waduru ye we oto ade ne sa won me ne ho so ye sa rofo di bia e joko ne ka say buy 1 for 2 no ato and so ade no omo hye den hia se sa brabo ni bi na wo ba sister tinasidi sambeti sister bi e friend na wo mriku a e bo say the make it will make sense to you.
Yes,
one na pempa bo ase me pempa bo na tese ba me se meto a meto ne white ma to ne black ma. But me put me show me house, hey, adan. Na bi wo ho so kura awra husam na say, e bi kura na manhye. Na egu ho. Na egu ho. I have to actually with time. Inside the way a consciousness say. But do to be able to my brabo mu a, but me ko city center. And I'm just going there for shopping therapy keke. Some me di mani be hwe na mento na masan be fi. Meshada. I need to train my mind. Some jame chuchani maybe so. Yeah, about say maybe any maybe so to say. One of the traits of narcissism say. On your boafo, everything got to do about or no. Car for Robert Fee or no person or a BB have to center about that man. Me papa bi wo asa not ye. It's a very nasty man. One of the traits of narcissism. Sika, I was here to teach school fees. You know they are caught a sports car every 4 weeks. Be changing the rim of the car. Meanwhile, when you're Juma, Corona ya bayi a honchira bayi. Obi to make us some stress on your Juma. You see, kana what peck a clan or they call it is bra. You are sick in the head. Who does that? Why na yaba brabona say abrabono you corona you crano utu kwan unzuro. Me wo ma ho ane wo kumo you are sick bra. Ye tu agina moafo ne tu momonefo e maybe say sika e waste sika yes na mema bi nso ya borofo
good
be bia ye na dwene say wa omu okwo nyina okita agenda mo amutie program na sister Edem ne mebeye ye no sister na he was from abusive relationship no. The husband said that say o just say o sheda de ne ye ni project o ye na den so better raba na kosise menya no I say a project work. I need to get this woman. I have to get this woman. Why Jane to Sabra? Why you need help? Go and see a psychiatrist. You need help. You need help. Because maybe to be time ya say I buy your way some fancy and for one. This is where some of you who are in public spaces be very careful the kind of spouse you take. Because he doesn't care whether he will wait $1 million just so that he gets you on the bed to mess up your life.
Yo.
He will do everything according to the book until you say I do. Some of you, that's how your life is so messed up. Some of you women, program we have a program maybe sister me say some of you ladies call some of this profound schools in Ghana they call Wegehe, they call Infancy Mine, they call
Louise Achimota honey
Sabobeka no kura pa we radi Yesu Kristo di mu a emema ni bi na amabefa we buruchire no munim say wrong meat na mwatwetwa munim you know
no correct.
Ma what you nyina say we ya daddy bi na ba buruchire kofa eja ko okumu ba we buruchire enti awade ni nyina ye prospect of how your socio-economic backgrounds were. And whilst you are so fighting, say you will get good education, Papa Nentias, you know, the Yakwa, your party, your Kohan, when ship then methodological way of living. I'm sorry, but as I listen to a lot of people, a little bit here, a little bit there, sometimes you look at some couples who say, but you become outside gentility won't cry a bend. No, I won't marry again. Of what? Uncle ye, sister. But I don't can you know Nanka now while say age in a year be 2 now as me fan bra fine so a brag no your guy patch say school platform no so no no be bro chiro ba Germany who send krata some ya man swag na ya perform up na just say e jo be fan sa no kofa sister you so twi abodom mi ono tie you game and can do na the answer then the devil chire wa wani na bi say ba ya visitor yi ebe ko nipam it's another issue all together tibra no so wani fi ehu na yere da de bi odidi won krofo fi me first sister yi mpie cause the sister ebe we na only even courtesy how to even eat sister na no kasa to for na bribi ya ye bre yi there's a potential attention Gratenti. I told you I was said the pakaya no kure. Well, obi wo kwa na onim. Adwa no kwasam na nka ye kapa na nka nya wo na nka meka asemefa. Na gratenti. Ti sa abrabo ne be fedi a e wo se wo bua me na bua. Ye tumi atena. Mo ma ye nka sa no kure no enkyere ye ho. Obi be kasa no kure na kyere wo. Obeboa am wedrum pempenso a pese wo no bobra no na mayetimi am each other dabi Ghana ni eni abotre a ye detete ade no fa opese obeba na ade na ben mema be Ghana mo pese munya mai gu abrochire na mutena Ghana sa ampasi asem ho ana kire na oba me ntena abrochire slow awom na wo de awo hwa no afre me pe mobile phone me pe shirt we nkwasi asem a ya na wo bi mu de na yejuje twa pictures abrao won tie approach so kan dot wa approach na biara onim serial number onim ayi shirt no how wo munya no I don't know
and mama ne man na sister
oya madam fo who try iPhone Pro abreme some come na me am tie approach phone am use no matter iPhone Pro abra wa what Ghana said the adwuma na wo ye maame so why I buy iPhone Pro I don't get it na sa iPhone Pro no sanke betimi aye betire wu one kase me fa ma wo betire mfa nya adwuma na wo me fa to phone mra wo
yes
na fa kasa keke
yes
that you woman yen set your priorities right aya science mu no enne ma ye fie enyo emma yentumi wahu say fie bi wo mu akomu a yentumi mpo ni nkomo because ade a wo say ye kasere no nipa ne nya abotre a wo betime di asere oni abotre ye mo a wo de besere and it's sad, it is really sad ya warefo a e wo say yetimi di ye ho ayensi
good
e wo say me ka bribi na ya bufuo kura na because unim me na wonim se eyagoro na meni wudi no se meka se oh ya o man sheda eyagoro na meni wudi a e wo se ya ote ne ho asiste megire dofo a wo dom enwu manim tiada e bia kasa no na wan no ka asam na wan constructing a sentences yi e wo se awarefo du sa maturity ni ti meka se menim se mekunu ebdi mini enti da bi wo ho na bia waka bibi na atra opa me cho sa dwa me pa cho man shada e wo se me so gitu mo preko pese enye se ye ne da ho na yam pampa se na no na atara me e bu ja for se ye ntumi amfa ye ho mfom so anche ye ho a enti me ka se ansa na obi be ma ne fie asumdue be ba no ade so no ankasa suma asumdue aba afen so e wo se unya odo aba na odo no e no di Bible say odo eya bojo cherry odo eya yemiye odo e wo peneche afei odo enso empre ono nko a and yema na na me di jaw because no nyina maka ho asem in a different way maka said ye me ubenya pinicha ma ye ho ebisa nya danyabra ma no betia enye danyabra me ye bribia enye the norm. It is not
forgiveness
right. Forgiveness it was say abundance in your heart so that the heart will be a place of rest. The woman said nipa bebre nim say baby ade nipa de ne tito Bakro, remember the church my yeda about 5 years ago. Now my church that their bedroom, what it means. That they are nipa de tito. They are say actually. But this one we are talking about the general home of the place. Inti make us an edruba we can say you movie ya say animal species. Obia fie hono obia obia wadun so gu where the sports. Now that thing happens when power tussle is going on. Obi a fight in a corner. The house is 50-50. Where the 50 banner, where the 50 abantu. Obi a fighting for the right. Obi a your head. E will feel. Yen share that need ye or ye fear niti. En kind or see a beka no cry. Ye papa nom. Who say asaso because one kwan ne kwadjuma. Omo na ye adjuma ne ye maame no. Once papa bi wo ho a or wakonya bi wo ho a no or the stove chair backs na ye de atum. Papa ni ho kra bo say obi antena so. So there was a reason for that.
Yeah.
I can't remember because a man is the head of the home. No, into if you be our baby, I was na. Said the baby idea cost with you who be not there was a reason for that. But say it's just that we are all fighting for our corners. Pray baby, I say which is wrong. It's hard time we stop that. Obi to make us say, and Panahana made that because Bra neighbor one fam pama or by fiance the bear 4 years on Sam Panay. Now, we move back here. Now, sister, no one empa. Oh, that's so bear 6 months. No, oh, honey, my young Tom Pies say, my bear come. I think so we should buy a king size. No, some men are so greedy. Oh, buy a sister not on empower to the BBR. Sister, no, so a honor because a honor didn't charge at all. I bless for baby. Yes, I'm with you who fell. Beboa, young canoe. A dying council, a dying, a sister Nadia, enti or sport, I want. Enti brand eba, and so a ma, ye quancunuchi, a sabema denim, not or bad de chile. To make us say, and kind, or can say, or back concunuchi, who concunuchi up or the ukunuchi. Unity position given on the bed. Sadia when I think say sika me ka se me ba chire but me nye
I hope I can see ye be me trotro ni na dia to go
bedroom na you know trotro because it's part of it because say obema no eba oba ni bankunu chire obeda be ma na chi e ma bebre aye ankuko ni ono na tompa no oba no ato ne mpada da opposition awoda bra ne ba ya on shift ye be bi oda na oda emni bi owura bi de na asem bra me na yire en at said ye wakoto na oba yi so bi sa na bra no because ofi to say omo a omatena akurasi a na omatena himfie ni ade ne papa ye chia me enti crutch ni nim sa na ema no and sister obechi e di say me yire mpeso obeda mechi and I say oh, aden na kasem wana na mami hu say bakot na oba no so na say bra empa no dia je osise hu na edem wo nyina o declarative ho. That is when because said the sister need take charity so sister ayeda na hu ye and I say sa na me nyina ya bi pen sa na me nyina ya fam bi pen and the guy was so appreciative because at least somebody understand it from his point of view. And I make a chance say Juma. One will say Rabano, he has been independent for a very long time. And the excuse in answer on a charge no, and you no credit. A power tussle on their cost. And Pana Yanedia, who buy no baby or that. One will buy into a train corner would be. A 2 person or you or Obama or ye airbank kuchide dia. Tompa king size bed. Redecorate the bedroom. A hot free work on. And I think, honey, can you lie on the back? Wouldn't say sad, no. Psychologically, we only obana and Casaho. Bonnie me Casavi, no quiet. Sister, no damn panachi. Are you saying this? Yes. Or that vanity. And it came natural. Reason is say one for son and now be about decorative yen when you see a bedroom go the woman think that is the best spot. What he didn't know is say na papa also want to achieve something. Enti ankoye bibia ekoye bibia ya no yiye. But man remedy situation very quickly. Now when you man papa ni see a bedroom one now painty or wallpaper for floor a day king size bed ne ba ye no. Afei or say afei na me hu say me yiri treat him say obema in the house. Yes. It's ken your money be what sana yet subconsciously. Ade na ya papa no enye say ya shadow but in your mind you think say e was so who say na was so ye there bi o ade bi wo ho a be ma bi wo aje one ne ka obi wo ho a oni mani bo. Some people are good on non-verbal communication or show body language catch and say bibi koso obi wo ho so wo hia say obete wano aka chen say ABCD it is some person me fie adwua na odo eya yemye no e wo se ma yemye ni bi me yam hyehye me ma wo se bibi koso na enye papa me wo ho kwan se me ka ho asem odo e wa abojo chade ade no wo kire me de wo ka no me no wo nya adwene nya me ho abotere because obi asua ade differently. People absorb information differently. Me say not until I got married I didn't know say obi left up toilet seats can rotate me. But as time goes on, I need to psyche my mind and say, what kind of foolishness is that? Oh, how many minutes? Because me my way the issue, I am being foolish. Oh, no, obia left to seat and no, the end. And no, how many minutes? And then I do, but one phantom, and no, I But until I got married and I had my own home with my husband, I didn't know this thing can rotate me that much. But you know what? There are a lot of things I will do. It's silly. It doesn't make sense. The home he is coming from, you know, more ancient because no mammy, because he home science, home economics. Home science, madam, will say home economics, madam, told me, you are married to type of man, yeah? You know more ancient. The law for press kakrebi here am I eja kumba me fie wo baby am free no na me step mother nche e sia na menya bi edit I intentionally bend the rights. Have you seen how opposite can attract? My way of looking at things might be different. Sometimes you share a year me money to miss because I always find a way to make an argument about BB I share with TV, so just to create a conversation because I want them to think like the way I think, and then we will say, "Yeah, man, Rebecca. So I'm on that side." In a way, we are learning. We have family interaction. We are not enemies. I am beginning to teach my little girls emotional intelligence. First, a lot of the time, things will not go your way. It is frustrating, and we are very angry. But you need to understand, say that is how the world is. And yet the Biana Niamana open things you agree with your kind of ideology. If you can say or draw your chadia, you might not agree with me in certain things. The way I may you might not like it. But you know what? It was so with time I will pick on some of the things you like. Don't discard me so quickly because I didn't do it the way you wanted. To teach me, for me to also. One will say, Nipa yo, Bibia, I've done it so many years. A few years coming to live with you will not change it. Some are lucky, the spouse they'll have teachable spirit, they get it quick. A bit slow in picking up the pace. Some also adjust to the situation. Sadia will get a TV situation in so what's the will be our draw or ya can't or draw Sanya men was said yet Juma enema or do ye pay. I think so or draw enya hand time. Myself, me na was me away, me na me away, just say, yeah, not dos, me, ne I, no name myself, not dos or dodo. Access, they say, you do stage, ni pa ye di fruit pedodo, ni pa me, oh no, ye thing. You cannot marry yourself. You cannot marry yourself. So stop the me. You want to marry yourself, stay single. Still single now, Bolenga near to be electronic one, who's was this one? When you be a
O perib do na abenya bi. So abenya bi ni nyina bi ho.
Now, unya kofa will be our idea goes beyond say I do because unya companionship wom mu raising generations and have a lot to give than just having to say I do. When you don't get this thing straight. So when yasa and tiasian was maniamanua and my will to focus and to be kakrebia, you want to throw in the towel, Debbie. You don't throw in the towel, Debbie. And you be a cost of now say, may test the waters, Debbie. Time I did test the waters, the time I hear caught push boundaries. If I near maybe Bisano, Nepe. Maybe Sasa Ghana for Dodo saying, and I would date to one Krumupo, or besides a bear man, and Kuala Sen out as a woo. Bear mother was saying a Bisan, or bear a mass saying now, Pessa woo, Debbie.
Ghana for yes, sir.
Sanyama way in I and yet. Until we end up being caught up about say and Qualadoto, I will credo baby and not a rotating and because time a bear money person or save no or banner will be brace bear money and yan who try will be DM and unfortunately who also not the one up on a horse for him until my me say and I mean yes say and bear man bra won't say a banner son of a pinistia be a bad unimu. But marriage should not be endured. Marriage should be enjoyed. So what you're saying, it shouldn't be endured. There are times in a marriage you have to endure things. But every day enduring the person. For how long will you be pushed and say that I need to endure, I need to be also about for I need to enjoy your company. When you are around Minifia, I must know, say, I've left somebody. Minifia, Obi is waiting on me to come home. A lot of you, when you go to work, 12-hour shift, you don't even call home to find out what is happening in my home. You are not being paid. It's a sign, say, what do you do? 12 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours. Young Flavu Missile said, Bemen, Nana, what to say, you remember to say, it's a sign, say, but what do you know? Because Sammy do be. I was finding out. Now we could not text you. Oh, work is great. I'm not feeling great. My supervisor is misbehaving, but I'm keeping my head. So keep your head on the ground. I mean, 8 hours will just come. Good text messages, good communication is among us. So that's the BB because when you changes the BB, you can salvage it very quickly. Sometimes in our walk of life, I don't need to see tears, but I know said the person is crying within. That is love. Love is when sometimes I don't have words enough to tell my husband because see, this is going on, but my husband can sense, no, something is wrong with you, my dear. If you are not ready to talk about it, can you go for a walk? Can we go for a walk? And these are some of the things. Give him space to think. Give the person, the other party, room to also make decisions, conscious decisions before. Say you will be brave, sad, but some person me fear yet to say palace. One thing I've observed in the time that me and my husband didn't have much to even live on, that is when your intimacy and your togetherness was tight. Because brought us together rather than breaking us. That is why I have that relationship with that man. Emra ne was say enyema bi eti yentam because na enchechere we koso no. Sa time ni mum nyame nam ne dom so e de yen ba together. Because in as much as na say adekone koso no, na yemienu emi nyina na say ye be achieve bibi out of it. And out of it we must work collaboratively. And that brought us together. It actually even brought us closer and closer. me back girl back to make us say sometimes I wonder whether you people think about it before you there be. I might be at work. They won't tell they are very tricky.
Yes.
Yes. Beside papa bibi na mini ho. Or me ba na obisame na menya sure. Na makase give me time. Ebi I want to find out say dia omonin papa ka. Ebi wo answer be free man no aba no. And one
no pepe na ne papa nso kan.
Baba Akunka will say there's no point asking the other one as if they think together. When one say no, it is no. Wouldn't the panel ever nacha? I say more per se, more mano. They are smart to can sense when there is a loophole to actually.
Oh yeah.
Very
manipulative, yeah.
And I was say we work as a team to raise them. We must work as a team to even let the home be at peace, because say consciously and yes, we might be 30 years, but actually he doesn't know the person. He's just enduring the person. Be being in session and qualaning tea or something, your mortgage. Say me, I will lose out. I need to endure. And almost to sakura for, but just because we need to. Is enduring the person. And it's about time. Those places, acquire boxing ring, can we no and can yani your now? Oh, yeah, we know. And Nkwalan are always caught in between. If you are a munyono, bebre Nkwalani bebre etia brochira, and yes, so nin krata, one krata, but okofia. And to quite one man and papantem and they are saving faces. Ya safum penning for, ya elders, ya soft one and a soft one, Pisadam pen a year sa. To kwabi wo na saving faces, safum many munti, near better not in a horse and Kwalani, knowing say, Mummy and Muye hypocrite, Mum Pemo. Man found doctorant at Tinqualano. Tinqualani, you won't say, now, Mammy back, Papa, Kuna Muku say. They pick it from their parent. One parent is siding with this one. Parents, we are some, and we've grown up not liking each other. Making more from a new total for me, fear now. A boxing ring. We are enduring each other, no. They are raising Kwalana man, Kwalana ni. Sama me and I been so flower, Liana see, and a bano yes, canino, ne papa dobano, on Shama, me be. Yet they are blackmailing ma, Messa. Kwalani ni not, and papa. Who papa to them, when the papa if you are not papa, dear Kwalana term. So akolani ni ye wa bepe papa nasem. Say akolani nyaya. O nyaya se ma meka se oja awade a onim se papa no ne bege nti won firi ase. Ma me no mpa ne papa ne mpa ne baba nasem because abai wani ne niema yo nyina te se ne gire na wo mpa no no. Na mom sa abai wana na ye Joseph wati America on ne discover fie. Papa pe no ho asem firi fie wa ye besie ne sakoko. E ba fachi. Enti ya ka se efie bi o ha te se boxing ring te se sa efie ni enti mpo ni nkomo wo mu papa e ba ni akọ ye dwane ni akodum TV papa why are you a talent in the house
Azuma ne Mike Tyson
why are you a talent ta akoko ni bi maami bi a waji fie ho nyina akente so akoko ni bi on fa papa ne nya hwe maami ne nim se ne ma ne mpenasem ne ma no pe papa nasem papa na ne wotem na mango maami Mammy said your mammy at papa no. Onim so of people one in money muano. Touch papa no or chance of a funny do. No affair, Gapad. And the brebreful. The crony been a brebreno. If you was a hobby Palestine, it is up to you. Or for yet, I can you know. I what yet, Ninana say. 20 years, ya bon kwa mrewa. Na ye can ye me be na ya desre. Na ye muffle or dry a detete won. And when here. Oda Bapia Bontia, our self-confidence say, said they be seen to be etibiara. The me kwabu have been penny fear so, me jitu stay. Me mamma never paddy or done at a external cannot take advantage of your child. The year cannot, and who's sounds what a see pa any. A lot of you have made your kids very vulnerable and they were looking for love in the wrong places because they were just your parents were just enduring each other. So true love, they did not receive it from you people. That is why they end up in abusive relationship. The kind of man, none papati and baby, no swak of Febi. A father was a drunkard, tyrant. Ube no akofa bi. Anya sa nso a in a quest se onkofa papa bi no akofa narcissist bia. Ube hu say wa mess up in life amano. 10 out of 9 people who are coming from abusive relationship, their parent might have experienced it, or they themselves has experienced it as a child. 9 out of 10. It is sad because it be a generational thing.
You're correct.
There must come to a time as somebody will set up and say, I want to change the narrative. The thing is not working. Both of you know that at the end of the kakono, inti borimu ena yetete nkwalana. What ya brosha nkwalani trim on benyi sometimes enyafo bi ko enyafo be 4-3 now be unso manyi wo mo mpanin fie so no entokwa wo mo ntamu a na kyerese bibi ko so won kwala abremu a amma ma owonyo bi ba fie ho a ne maame ana papa na nya asomdie wa awade nim enu nti ne yetete nkwala no ye de yawdie na yetete nkwala no they grow up and then the kids will be taking sizes who to know akwala na affection me no affection maame no papa na affection so when you see those things it tells a lot. Pa many papa boxing ring na maye wo fie ho no eya ma adwen se nkwala ni hu no mu ni mu pa kasa ntwene kasa fu bi na ya na wo ka kire wo gire no nkwala ni tie akwala ni benyi a young boy will grow up very angry boy. I never saw my dad speak too well about my mother until on himself masa na man nyina ate abaiwa biase so wadu ne mpani fie so ohwe kwan ya ne papa de ne maame fa so a na adwe nyina nsa sa na mema nyina ate sabrabo no ne obi ba bebo wa kwantuo mu no ne maame ya wudi ofa mu ne akwala ne hu ye nti no de ne maame ka ye no sa na mema nyina ate anto ne bo ase hu se ne kunu ya won kansa de or you different or ya titi ne frehie fufuro mu to ni ya kansa ho abotre kora de hia ne so sa koye Achimota Wesley girls in Yakola I am sorry, but I don't know. Say Ghana, na perception be say cause school now we are posh. E be ya hia for pa adom. And they didn't cause school no, but we went and learned pride and arrogance. That is what you pick. You didn't actually have a qualification. You went and learned pride and arrogance na the buy. And now would now the other one in the unfortunately, Baba Wadi Kumba, no person who puts up he wants to break all those things around you. Because for people, oh, my own holy child, and Wesley girls, and any Achibot and Sanquasi Assembly. So, any brain, she said your lifetime, and I get Boga. The announcement is Boga and go school. What people Mr. Boga and go school that Boga, where you know, no, approach the person and name him, not dress fine. Now, the question when it's when they know well.
Make me an about I want shut down to bro for somewhere.
But I said answer professor Wesley girls one about run and up baby I said Bog and so on one tender some of one who do you know who piano set to chrono you're better the timings are impeccable said someone do it once.
What am I done for Libya? What am I done?
Why look my face?
Why look my face? You look me, I look you.
Oh my goodness. Having said that, I'm not saying your confidence it is wrong. But I do say there's a thin line. Yeah.
Yes.
You're training your mama, no. Having them get good qualification and all those skills. It's important, you wear your confidence. I'm not making way. You are in your 30s. It doesn't mean that you are a loser. At the right time, if you are already 40 and you are wondering, in his own time. Oh yes. That person will come towards to what and far people and coffee Sahara and coffee Sahara because Saada Muno and the Owonyo Bebre and the Mama Ufie Adana boxing ring instead of them being a palace. Because when Yanni Pana or your right rep na be anywhere who can, I had to say you cut your Tanwaka Benz, spare pass the Ashim, and Juma. So we get a Toyota and now Volvo. Now we go Kia parts at the show Volvo more, and Juma, my dear. That is why in the Bible says was sessile wafu and not just say oh ya was sessile. Here's your time. Eya dia wo pe dia obeya wo time. Sometimes let's pay attention to the language is being used. Sessile wafu. Obia won a sessile. Obia won a rep bi ewo baby. Chane beche. Na so enko. Me nua man was jafwe. Ewo mu se emre na ekọ nanim. Yes, sir, Tobo Yana, yes, sir. I say, it be more quajan. Nanso, Chene Beche. Abakub say, a dissuade who know a chin and answer said Danyara. A bebem for appointed time. For appointed time. Even though it lingers, a bill or what, a ton of was I such a diasa beba. I say, ma, Tobo as in a many. Now, on right rep no emra. Young home no is very imperative, say, oh. Menu me no beso asumduaba etobi wo anye enya no e ma before say mani eden e wo se me gina me nanso e wo se me kira won say debi ebi wo ho a so ye wa ade ete say giramoa wa hunso no abo wani ato free ma fine ma ukunu enye ono ani mistakes because out of mistakes ni mu no we grow out of it one money pa kono I'm making on one mistakes. Debia has been he's been pampered, he's been put in a cotton wood. Yeah, and shut that arm and I'm making your own mistakes. Or by your dinner when you know women allow your men to make their own mistakes. Out of it, they learn a lot, and also you gain their respect. One of my secrets of my marriage, and I say, when I started with Ejawusuno, I allowed him to make his own mistakes. I knew he will crash. I knew some of the things I knew. But some of them are costly. Some of them, it took about 10 years to repair the damage. But guess what? I gain his respect. Now, when he's doing something, my opinion matters. Because when you say, as a wife, I won't give him the wrong answer. Yes, I know some of the mistake. Wow, what is she none? And yes, I would but allowed him to be the man, not on pem. And then you said, oh, said you can't a do or crown or bema or your bema and it's not anymore dry. Free work on the attitude towards you, it won't say be our no about baby sound. But young man, we want to prove a point. In all costs, we have to say, and at the end of the day, the before at the end of the crack started, who they can't say, let's say. It happens in every home. Yeah, man, the tendency, yeah, 9 senses, and my man or back to be can see afar ahead of them. But Yamesa Yanko Braya once on him the entia, because on him say, so one first and no answer, so we will mess up. Minim. Say at the end of Pema and Bepem. Now, so my whole coin and money yenny mistake. Said the other year after a top brebina make a bribia, and now made my drink there by only choice. Unsia Sanya Mania may never boam. Yes, so be any idea, no kununya sama, or baby or one, you count one, no, I can't 10. To do what? Yeah, you want a man to respect you? No, no. It's a reverse psychology. Keeping your calm, cool. Allow him. He's the head of the home. Now they are not classic banging. Oba was in any of course saying, "Ebi oba mu yobi a moshada edi mu hwa yensia ebi wo ha na de tease no me say me pa atwetwe me kunu akere me atwetwe me ni me pa say nyame adom na da woroma first na me pa atwetwe me wo hoyi wo se me kakra me ni abre. Inti mi kunu ti mi hurum kakra wo se mani abra no wagyan Ono so wo chiri na mfa no ho wo be hu ebi wo ho e kan de ba to feel because onu so obi nya ho. And life goes on. Guess what? Next time when he's doing something, I said no. Men couple, what was our boss? What do you say? Say, I catch them, man. I say, the crew na director, and I'm here manager. And you know, say, and Gualano, friend, boss almost me. Boss one, now the abandon machine. Oh, yeah, oh, Kia, say, ya, fa Brasian, papa and casa. Yes, oh, what adventure. The man look like say, me shall say ye. Debbie. Bemena. What I didn't have buy ye pa, no monkey to a key haka credia. Now who say one man ask them young quasiasem. Then would be near Kahokeke. A boy.
Sister, there's two things that you haven't talked about, and that's number one here, influence of in-laws. And the second one, so one say ma nyame boy in a different way. A mema bebre min kaso omunyina because I've met a mema being so kasapa, but a mema tend to suppress how they're feeling and keep it inside generally. My dad is a very quiet guy. Even when he's upset, just expressive. Yeah, I
think that one is an ethics of military people. When they accept you, like they are upset, so you need to pay attention. When you are living with such people, you need to pay attention about their moods because they are not the type they were not trained that way. That goes to those of you who are married to uniform men, police officers, military men, aviations and all. They are being trained like that to keep their emotions in control, even in difficult times. When some men money bitia, based upon said they are training afa, and in a wusu no. One say ya was so boni ya wunhunu. San crofone or ya na against so be do wickeder. One say ya wunhu.
You got it.
Now, or you the young ones who say, oh, yeah, dear, there is no strength attached. Ubetinya yen bonnet, or so what their child almost so I almost so. Now, the moment I will opportunity, Manakasa, dear way I may, oh, yeah, and I am ya. Be quick to remedy the situation, do everything to salvage it. I don't know, but more worry uniform personnel, whether or your bar now or your bear man. It is later my husband told me it's part of their training, especially with the military and police officers. You must always have control over your emotions. Civilians who see and be making noise, they can be cool. And say and no you see them. Why? Because the end take and push you and when they push you they look beyond Nyama Akasiano. But the little details is what pushed them. And only idea a trigger one.
You got it.
Yeah, it's to say the back of school, the child is not performing well. That man is so lovely. Say he will do everything to encourage the banning crying. Say at the corner he will get it right. But say Bibi, kichwa to say fie, we no atiem and now atia because you have to be in order. They are that kind of people. What else are me and many akwala and those things doesn't tickle me. I, on the other hand, will be looking at school performance and all those things. No. They will rather make you get the moral things in life. Well, because they think say, and no deviating from being a good public person to all back into the bad books. They look at the little things, the little foxes. A lot of us take for granted. The big things, they don't make a big deal out of it. They don't make any big deal out of it. But the little things, and there's a reason for it. These are some of the things that take them. And yeah, say if you are married to a uniform person, I check those things. Check. And now somebody who have an experience in uniform worker, yes, they teach them those things, and it's in a ejuma no mo ye no nti sika to aso
and the next one also so yeah a man no na make no you be kind lot asem but we women our way of dealing with a lot of stress and see a kasa because a kasa sometimes you need to offload But offloading now, offloading. No. Sister Omekua say, I haven't met you in person, but the little interactions I've had with you, no, I have confidence within my heart to say, you are a woman with maturity and wisdom. It is a bibi chile me so met me afro sister o asema atu me new. Na maka me kuku amu asem de akire o knowing say won fa nkoto social media enko kama asem wo. But yen man bebre ho no mu a stress ne basa no a instead of looking clearly at who I'm going to tell this thing to, ni pay wo be kata madeja sunie. No akofo bia no akopo achu empo apo ni nyina no akokondem ni nyina akochire obi enche na eko back to sender eno nso ma palace no bedane boxing ring.
Yeah. One thing na e ma bebredi hu fel edi hu fo e na me ba be kan wo yi. I might be wrong, but 5 out of 4 no I know say it come back to the same thing. Obe maybe so it doesn't like it when a third party comes in. It's an ego thing. Yeah. It's very imperative. Obe maybe so third party bemwa and he sees reasoning. But uyi mema 5 a move 4 and pesa obi better nasem. Ahana me to me man for say, do everything in your power. Do everything. You can ask information or search information. Che, or baby, I must have Elizabeth. I don't know how many times I should say this thing. Like Sika is saying, me, I have somebody that etwa painting, and I'm saying this so that and yet nyami nyansafo. Obia wo Jonathan and David Anyonkofa Obia was ade no. But mumu bi wo ho mu Jonathan and mu David no mapamo won. Your Elis of life, some of you have sacked them. The Elizabeth of your life, you have sacked them. Why? Because Elizabeth and her Elis of life, no, they don't always give you comfortable answers to some of the things. Elizabeth in your life can look at your face and say, my dear, you are wrong. Elizabeth in your life can stay snap out of this nonsense. And some of you have Elizabeth of your life and you thought you are in competition with that person. What you didn't know, let's say, now our brabum to serve as Elizabeth. Elizabeth do our brabum, who bet me a penny, not Elizabeth, na yakwala. Nyame would nyanse musa no wayeno. There are some people, for some, I won't sit here and brag. But me wa mami penimphobia. When that person comes to me, I know so well whatever. I will intentionally won't talk about it. And I say, my mom pie. You better one pie bear 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Uber who say, my man and ask them no crowd onka. But I knew that way near Koso. And sometimes I won't say anything. The woman penua, it be matter seme. And so a twa painting. Or Jimmy said as someone may catch no and your bonny adjoining. Say or you're wronger or your penny dear macach and some mammy I had the woody for a Hawaii yard. The woman mammy penny be power Ghana. Na Debia a woman not of friend was Brenny Unyaka Brenny and depending on the tone, I know what he's going to say. And depending on Sadia Yang, Chian and Yayi Becono. Ne ma shada chipu in ma shada ka say ma me de me as asem we de e wo musta daddy for de but in fact the way away o say abna me ba pani a me wo no enti me nyina me ni mo correct me o the bad boy catch them say I don't know what you've done to my mom, but my mom says when you say stop he stops. I don't know how you do it. The bad boy penny catch them say I don't me the bad boy now maybe 52 no. They mean to me come mommy anymore. I don't know what you tell that woman. Unim the entia. Unim say nya dia meka boni adwene akere ne da. Some of you have people like that. When a two apente na nipa ne kasa we ye wronger. Ghana for emotional intelligence aye ni nti. Obi betimi no obi adi agro be 15 years. That crow back what ye nipa na catch us adwo ade a we ye. O say Ghana ni no ni nipa na yaka. Because de bia said you ni di agro no nipa ko na catch and say ene anko yi. Etu be hu no na de enwo se ukoso wo ne kon so no no wakwa akoso wo ne kon so na ukunu ate na edi eja because oh hu nyansa wo de beka asem no odofo de wo mu ne se ade ba akope na minim me kunu a oda machi mi ntime nse ne kwase ada enti se wo beka wo kunu asem a kire me na odi atendide di akira maka so hold it right there. I don't care who you are. Whether you are a minister, you are dear Ben, I don't care. Because there is no way who become kuna semwa chiremia. Udi atem the dear besoso. Na masoso. I'm why you're comfortable in my presence. Sana metie. Me ye make career wise as a counselor ton chain. Now we need me do nkomo. If ye na wo didi bi frɛ wo kunu obra me abra me ntumi fa mfrɛ me kunu a asɛm no me ntie me anya sɛ me ntie asɛm na mom I will correct you there and again. No matter how many times you mention it, Miss Debbie bodin no me yell say 3 times, I will be uncomfortable to be doing that in my presence. But in Crawford bitri more den oh enye koku enya asomasi ni ama wo ndenya de ewu enya hwan no ama kunu di ntantantan no ama ho kwan ama wo bin so a refer ne sa de wonim ne se wobetimi de ache wo kunu akoda wo kunu akiri na nipa ko na wo kan wo kunu ho asem ya kire no onfa nche ti yehia wo bedwamu a wo kunu ni nam nipa nanim de nyansa nipa latia ne nan so kakra ya wo bi a wo ka kire no ofa wo kunu no onfa nche yen kunu mu etie wo yire might not be perfect. Na mom se bribi ba na wo kobo obi amane ya se de me yira ye ne ya ka no kora de wo ye
oh
yes
abba
na mani pa ko no enya adwene bi se wo yire mu ade wo yire nye nanso ebia na wo yire nkan no wo yire nya na hweye enti obi wo ho a wo hu wadwuma mu ho obi hu wo yire da na mu asama wo kafa wo yire ho no me a lot of my husband's friends have to look for me in social media. I have followers. I don't know them. It is my husband's friend. They are not my friend. Some of them, their wife will be watching me and says, my husband keep watching you. And I decide to follow you. Me was sister B. Me saw me camera up and no abaso. But immediately I hear your voice. It smoothens my home. And as I start following, listening to you, some of the things you say, me amede nyama toto nso ne so no, me hu se na me difo. Enti sister no pesa oche dem na obisa me say how did you do it? Wo ya na say. Ye bu bi bebre wo ho a we need a teachable spirit. We need a teachable spirit. Adia na wo ya wo yire na bra enye asem na wo ka to yire so no wo kwa akwa na said de wo ye yansa na Awuraba na react ye.
Yes.
Okwa no akwaka na reaction no na emo wanka action na wo ye na ma onya sa reaction no wanka enti wo yira address shepe wo kwa nipa mu ana ase yehwe na ani achi sister no wo hu ne da na no nko obi enu mu da enso opie ya pe ya start dinatem. Why? Because bra na asem na wo kan ye no e na dankrofo tirim na emo mu ko ye no wanka no korese me ye Awuraba ne sei e na we ba ye. It is sad. It's a sad. Sister, woko na wo kan kunu na semo a. Subane ne yo na wo ye na bra ne yes ano. E trigger bibi wo bra ni mu no yake no so ka. We want to tell the story, but we have big stories, and then people found judgments and things to hate people they have not even met before. And it is wrong because so yes, I will tone a town for Emma Wukunu. Uton crofo ebe time wukunu ana wo yire.
Good.
Se asem ba wade fo ntam a yawude wa ho odi betu bibia. Ye de obetu bibia se mo ankasa mo be resolve ansana obi abem. One of the things I make no catch my abana me ye wo bibia ka kire me. Ebe ya me yase obi be frɛ me se betie. Na mo wo ankasa wo ka kire me a. Ebe me se twaso mo se obi be ka kire because nipa ko no nim me. One of the things I make look at them, and for years, 20 years in me, my I can count the number of times 3 times. And I obi abayawarim, and it was the early part of our marriage because I feel na mishia papa ne yo Na nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a mente me ho ase. Like I said, I've been a very independent child. Very independent. Very, 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 very independent. Up to date, so ne kakra mum. Oba me man side, I'm your firstborn. Me did me firstborn, fenchem. Me papa side, me a 10th born. Me bibia me plan sana me nya. To just imagine the kind of mindset I'm in.
Dynamics, yes.
Look at the dynamics. Me what tendency na adie no me a me de ma ho den pre na me nya. And I'm what tendency ba come and control affairs. And I can't boom. To such a person like me, I'm a firing person by nature. Me be a me be a me de ma ho de me be shame because me was mindset to be say adie no dodo na adam so. E was me na me sa na me tie. Intino. And I have leadership skills and so into just imagine. Wow, only obia or person or ya buafo. Opesa only obi or ya buafo. Obia, he's willing to share his love with you. And nantia. And was so nyano ho abutre. I want things done rapido. We are pay. No, sometimes life doesn't give us everything we want. There are times, sometimes life slow you down so that you have realities of what is happening. And when those things happen, when you come to that stage in your life, begin to reassess. How do you want it? Yes, and I'll get it right. But when I get it wrong, how do I say, Masa, I am sorry. Help me to also pick myself up. How do I do it? Saying a mayano. Mayan is saying. He might not have the answer straight away. But say review of what over to me ya diabuawa. What the for? Achedianantia, any obia or ye cheetah, yanantia and your pet. Depending the air tata ones were many canco. At the end of the Jatan air tata were many canco. Say Achedian the town to our many canco. It's depending on the dynamics of woman. And no one de yo and I'm obey. Obi wa na wukunu edi America, obi wa na wukunu area. So wo hwe de odi America no edi atoto wo a wo wi aho a. Wan hwe yi a wo bepem because awade na ye wo no bia wo stages a waduru e wo abrabom. Enti obi di a wo ye cannot be susudua for years. O ma ye nte sa ne ma ban na se. Na ye nya ne sa. Because yenya sa anti ase na ebeye den say obi be medi me kru ande jam beto abonten ama obi akunu se bibi na ekoso na enye woda pemre ene nipa ko nkasa ansa na wo de akwa abonten woni nipa na ka they can say odo e wa abojo chede wo wa abotre a eju a eche wo bone so enye se wo bua ma bone akoso nanso meni wo mienu nim say sikanko ena Abraham rekuanko sikanu made ebia sika ye kan ya no ache Abraham reku age sa wo kirekire bi mu fifi mu mete me ho ase ansa no made atom eno nkire se bi nru sika betumi aduru agame but ebi nso amenso meti ase a metumi abepa sika ho Abrabo na yete set traffic light obi beduru na so red na wo so ogina obi beduru na so yellow na wo so otwen kakra obi beduru on so na so green. And so so long as there is a movement, so long as there is a movement, so long as there is a movement, that is what matters. And see, and pray who say the echoes will fear no about guabontain. Men not just said, Debbie or why, but the bitch was so I want to be in quabont in Emo Shababy. I would have some econo because as some of the cockroach and if I can more and among Kana well, who yansa, what did be some now escalated near mano. Se wan fa anko ba bi papa e be so asundua ba e ma ade no agense ho enti na mema bebre empe no e mema bebre wo ho a na danfo na akoka asem a kire no no e na fofo no kro na enyansafo obu e bia respect a nipa ko ne de ma no no wo de na asem ko ye no amma na respect abafom e mema normally works in parks e bia park of 4 friends or 3 friends. Then here you are. You think, oh, black was here and BB to me. One of my greatest mistakes is making my husband vulnerable to somebody who actually look up to him. That guy was so mature to say, Obe catch them say, hey, auntie awu, ukunu de no kwasem, emranti a ye name, or damusunku, enti san calling them kwa kanibi. That boy was so smart. San calling ukunu kwa kanibi. But that time I've already made myself vulnerable to that person. That was early part of my marriage. Maybe if you pen and back at me, say, my combo as my now I ye late. TV crew be I'm so kind and say, and I'm catching me ya me home, said ye, brown and catcher, and I'm so. The catcher was mean Samra and Sano mechanic beam. I think we need to talk. Or see their view. They rather come to me for advice. Can you imagine? And that is one of the lessons I learned. There's another, my catch was at 3 occasions, and I remember vividly. There's another one, I complained to somebody. What I didn't know is any partner said, hey, that's how the okra would the enemy. As if I don't have a case. Oh, now means or say, Uncraniba say, Carfo Kebaini, I feel yalai. No, Uncranica Sacha, what I say. And soon, my baby, a year will. Men now, Miss Nico complaining actually, Pacono. Lady Akra, so say, unfortunately, I mean, the way I told them, they don't have a choice but to come out with their truth. I am lucky I got people to own up their truth. What I learned about that thing, and so I say, Senipakono, Anye Elizabeth Papa at that time. And no mommy Luku, or mama, what you look like is the most trust one. Do you see the damage that person has caused? Do you see the damage the person has caused? Complaining to Osofu and Osofu Mame is also not a good idea. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine, about a month ago, they were doing something in my church platform. Then my Osofu Mame was going to them. Osofu Mame, don't use your home. I said it in the church platform, Osofu Mame, and you soon home. Home cannot be a prototype. Who could for one Bible? A good young dear, you can grow fire, can and grow for a tip you so their maturity haven't got to that place. One a platform this year, people knew said the American because who's new publishing house and compare with ordinary people's home and you two different things. They might have their shortcomings, but you cannot use us of my minutes of Papa. Definitely, you are a church member. They need to be testimonials to you. What we don't know, say when you people close, they are normal people. They have their own lapses, and what they know is by example, I'm a ukuna and Juma because ukunu one cover software, and he cannot behave like a software. Good. Your husband is somebody he can mirror. Somebody out so no one. And this is where having Elizabeth and Ellis in your life, it shouldn't be software. Ellis of life shouldn't be software. And now elder and now Debbie. But people, your husband respect, they are their prototype. Your husband look up to them. But and yet, suffer. Elizabeth can be anybody. Your junior sister can be. Some of you, your Elizabeth are your sisters. They are wiser than you, the older ones. Haven't you realized that firstborns they are rubbish? Firstborn for no be wahana nkwalano wo nyansa sen. Correct. Because Aqualano might be looking at things from a different perspective. That is the old truth. Or penny, you are busy. Say would you penny, and sometimes when you are wrong, you don't even see it. And Ellis of life or Uknono, Nimiakatwa can be ni Eli because Nimiakatwa ne kasa ote. Sana samnetie. Me, the Eli of my life is my junior brother. My junior brother, long time ago, I foreknew it because that my junior brother used to be my prayer partner. I told you how broach they were going to me sugu console. And I used some of the things I cannot even discuss with my husband or sister. For Nyamemujidie, Yam Paye. If you have 3 a.m. no aframe ya mompaye. Sister bompaye ma ukunu. I've seen this. It's the endless of life. And ya software. I take a software and a software out because so ukunu you be a very spiritual person. A software and a software men be obey you so as point of contact.
He can't relate.
On to me romo cry. Wakofa wahum enti ma okotena nanim say o kan asem asem hye wukuno bo bibi wo ho a wo ye ya wo pese wo kan de no kotena software animu a na se be won kwan ko yi a ye den no koka e wo ho ye den no koka wo ho ana se be ohu abanka osofo ni sofo ma me anim na pese wukunu kogu anu ase wo ho sometimes we need to be realistic ye pese ye fi ejo ba ba bia dia asem ne nam no emoa yen yes, me pase mi fi ejo na wa ko report ukunu ama ne maame unim de nti a ukunu is not doing what is expected of him asem na nka se wo ho no o ka kire ne maame a ne maame answer be se ne eja no sister we bi anya wo no unim se wo ko school no wan sua aduane no na nka wa bra ho onya nsa no ho sa bra no kosoko ko a waye nyina ne say said ya kan ye no sexually the man is frustrated ya kase da no ho wa musisi ya chia ya kase to 67 untimi nka ya kase to 390 untimi nka abia no enko yie
na ma komode no
ama ono aba ma ne maame no ebe den na asundue aba fie ho because abia na se ne bo no opese wo ka no okon kire wo ne maame animu a wa wade gu a na agu no.
Exactly.
Some of you, where baby, I'm more than some no. A worsening situation, no, escalating situation, no. I had to say stress level, low, be a medium. Now, after a concern, who escalate at the end by telling even the third party.
Correct.
Some of you, it's just that as some connection in panebono, third party, all kind of no creno, a better worsening situation, no. Because if you are down for now, catch no na down for no, or no cry na problem no. Some of you more pass the kubono. Wa down for now, what they are some na work dani atwa no. Wa down for na problem no ma ukunu no. Adaji a wunya ma ukunu no. Afe kubono a wo bono. Nipa na so na ade akoma no. So how as asumdue will come? Ebeda na asumdue aba. Entimi nye yie saa. Entimi nye yie. And you can about sa so benya Eli any Elizabeth wa bra bomu a ye very imperative say o woni pa ba ku bia eto apenten o woni pa ba ku bia eto bu ho na nisu adwaro but he didn't come with physical tears but he could sense say brebi koso e wo sika bra bom I might not know ebia ajodo but ebia me wo hwa because me no mo association ti me tinka wo me honhom se ajodo fie enyo saa enya ko na me ko fra ajodo bisa ne se chia me was debi na mo me oh sister I want to say me tie won ka chi o me se me hwa se de o tie ebi wo hwa na ma sense say o ho mfa wo bompa ya no pa na bia nyame nkronkron sika obi ho adwene ba wutiri ma check up on that person. Just a phone call must do the trick. Just a phone call might turn situation around. I buy webi wedi be 28, 29. Na oko worry. Aka 1 week ama worry na baso. BBC ye. Ade na isi ye no. Obia oye counselor bia na say obia owo gina abufuo bia ohun incident no. We say no. It was clear as everything. I mean, when you look at the physical side, everything. 80 week, akabe 4 days, ama wari na baso. Minim so kwa wari, but almost a sign date into me friend bisana say date ni yeda ben. Na bema na prayer chia wade na bananim sin date na ye nimu no. Ti me friend no. And also ade na aka 3 days na wade na baso. Na say nanka man frewa na che say awade yi abese me ho de na onim ne say because no aka che me so obewa nti no ebi wa me bom paya na me de na banyame anim na me hu dadada na nyame ayi a kire me say de boy no tie The who boy na see that me na bisa me menti incident no na mo me frɛ bisa na se e frɛ girl no pena odi ni suo si am na ka kyerɛ me se auntie awo ade na course no asɛm a me ka ya na se nipa ba ko pena ka me pese me tene ne e wo sa ade yi enti my timing of calling no my misano asɛm ko na mum aware na amaso 4 days later after one nursing the wound awie and na open up kyerɛ me say my phone call confirms everything he was thinking about or says auntie awo frɛ me before aware beba so aware menye because me ankasa akwala na o ka asɛm no say ade na akoso no kyerɛ me say sister me pepere me ho na me ma me ho time me ne wo ka say girl no aware awo 1 month old baby when ya kunu kama and so saa time na ade ni si ye no na ofo se na wie yaba na ne na fofo twetwe no and am say listen e be ye better say ye be twetwe mu se si a since wo de ko be hye biribi mu men can story no wa ha but meaning say some of you e bi wo kwa ade be chiama wade na ba so kura bibi si ye e kire wo say you are doing the wrong thing but you refuse to listen. Banya do kwa akushimu nti ene ye ka about say efie ne beye palace ana say ebeye baby a ebeye boxing ring no you wish to say you had these messages. It is not too late. The woman say ebeye better say we be salvage situation no nti yes that me can say asem nti wo ho afi we all man started putting our foot wrong in the relationship. You started in a wrong footnote. But so when you bow also say, Bribi wo wa me ya, men so me contribute to Adiana. E was so shasye, se obeye ho adwuma. Mu bebre ya, e pasumdie but nyama na wo ye na nya asumdie aba. Unknowingly, what you don't know, say, baby, I would asem no or reaction towards Adiana Ekosono is the wrong thing to do. I might not know your story. I might not know what is going through, why you are acting the way you are acting. At the Modena over Papano, the Genesis, I might not know. But open at the Modena does not help. It is better for you people to sit down and talk about it. Yes, so a basa ye kasanya maniema na raw emotions. Obi et na won chen aka kira wo say ade na adwo wo ye no kura ka eye den aha na Ghana fo bebre emotional intelligence asemu a fi say ye den abohu dawuru accepting our mistakes, correcting some of the things we've done eye den no ha ne wo because enye easy so obi hwe wanim me dosika me penasem but sa na metie oye made na eye me ya e wo se metumi ka cha ade na wo ye no mempe menyintum sesika bu anyonkofa da mene ne ntamu a e wo sesika hu se ade na me di sister wo no aye ne ya sesika enya santi ase ne ba manim se menua man hyeda enya ni da ho sede me pɛ wasem nya de a me hyeda aye wo saa se eyampa se me dominua na e wo se me gitum se enfom so wo ho sika anhyeda ye mudodo osen na se nipa ne pofri ni pem ebe pacha se menua menim se asem no man ka ne yi me kwaka kire obi no intention na nyese me kogu wani mu ase na mmom se me kire mu asem mu na ebia amama kwaka ne ye nka fa che me hey dabi kokonsani de sister o pewo awade ya ye nya ne sa mu bi wo ho asa na motie ewo mu se papa ne edi fo ai wakobo adwaman na wo so ni mu ho se enya de awade ne ufiri ase e wo ufiri ase ya fi bia adwaman ye di ho memorial service ye be dan yakoye ni mu
adwaman ho memorial service
bra na kobo adwaman ebi wo hokra pa la afiri mu aba afi bia de wo to papa nanum no which one is that What the cherry pana? I know say healing takes time, but don't always rub a face into it. So wound to me and a wound to me. I was sending person who share and you may be a yana to your hoso. Maybe I tell now, so give me time to heal and no. But we said that ma fi bia we ho memorial service akola na the be 7 years 5 years afi bia na age se wo kai da ye di akola na be afie ho a enu nyansasem be na wo nyansasem be pa na wo ho wo moa enti ubo nsa wo wandi o papa no o twan se papa no ntu bo nse afi wo tete nkwala no na o de yaw ne body bi na tete nkwala no ti nkwala ni benyi na ebi pepa apa asem na ebi pema because obi a pese o kire na semu de wunim no se nkwala anyi na won akobo on bram hu se abrabo na nye tortoise sa oba be na bi ene ne girlfriend ba akotwem na no akoye de papa ye bi no hu se ebi wo ho na papa mpo anhyeta secretary na wo mu se papa ko se ne pede na nso na ni ba no ho se na raba na nyam ni nsanya ba papa ye Methodist ni abrantie ana basri ni okose Peters ya nkyere ne se de nyinsen yu go nka abrabo ne ho enti wo se abayo ne ngo wa ye de nipa ebi kra na entrapment papa na tumi redeem ne ho aji akola na be fie se de be he can get his home back papa na ye de obeye bia 30 years na ameguso e de yaudie no enti aduane na wono a wo fie 30 years wo shada wo fa nkyene ntum papa pia bonti obedidi abetena fie ho. Why papa na bo adwaman de wa ye na ye wo ya o hyeda no aduane o fa nkyene ntumu ma papa no o tire mo ode maame o tire mo ode enti wo baba no aba abrochire ehu se na wo hyeda because owo ya oba America no di nkyene o baba na hunu e na wa fa ne ho adwene tinturu a wo de to baba ni tirimu 30 years ago ni nyina no he has seen through you mame. Some of you sana mabrabo na koye baba no call secondary school ba ye and na papa ko boy gaman na de ben na hwan de na wonim se ni nua pani ni nim se wo tete papa o ya kasafo wo tete papa no so no fa ne sheta o pa bi obunya nsudwie da me ba ba kire ba bi e da no e de no afi obetem ase de enti e wo se wo so asudwie ba e wo efie ene ba bia wote e ho hia se ufra bonten with all that is going on outside our homes. When we come home, a home should be a place of rest. Enti me bana mami ngai ah looky lega
job
we mu nyina sa nyema nyina be ma bi wo ho na won kasa bebre te se sika papa anati se mi kunu a wa fa ne ho adwene ti mema ne bi wo ho abo nse ba bi wo study room bi wo ho a I say this is my place, this is my quiet place. It's a way of avoiding you. That is the time he avoids you. But some of you who have the luxury, papa no study room, no, he doesn't want to see anybody, no, he's avoiding you. It's a way to just get away from you, because money, peace of mind.
Yes, na soon quite did
papa phone bi wo ha o sa heya na meda o hye unti meda heya obwa, he's avoiding you. Some of you, that's what they do to you. That person or you know about no aba o diwi no asan sore no asan aba. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. My sumo.
We can know a lot of people can resurrect. Ena brand that kakra no shan kroma no apem no. Oh yeah, no apem no. The man is tired. He wants to sleep. O shan kroma na yede. O shan kroma na apem no. Nti ya sa na apanet etia na afi watu no abeda asaso. Afi no honom ena ye ni place. We can't tolerate each other. What kind of life is this? Ebi na ebi atena 30 years, 40 years. And so nkwala ni nim. As we are growing, well, I don't know why I'm stressing about nkwala, but I think people are thinking, oh, my mom and my dad has married for 40 years, 30 years. Really? Did you see them holding each other? No. Showing affection towards each other? No. Tibisahu say, how did your kids know how to laugh? What kind of love? Where did they learn it from? What kind of perception did they have about marriage? Have you want to say the entire Obaba as a wadia to nenum? As you look at how you people are bickering all the time, and he thinks, is this marriage? What is the point? Marrying somebody, always you are bickering, always you people are on each other's neck. Kwalani are traumatized by so doing because they are looking at you and like, is this marriage? This one marriage. I think say we making our home a palace or a boxing ring, you know, the innocence lies on us. You must make a conscious effort. Be intentional about the people we are living with. Be very intentional about every little details. Let it matter. I know some of them will take it for granted, but wrong. I told you why familiarity, Emma, disrespect. So when you are intentional, who make sure say for the fact to say Brakwesi Pemasem, Brakwesi any media grown, I won't take advantage of him. Brakwesi so should know say I won't require Pemasem, I won't dummy, I won't Pemasem, I won't take advantage of him. So you conscious effort say we are not in this to actually suck each other's out, but rather building each other up. So that your dache be your fe, your main po ebe who da e wa yentem, your main po be who study e was any panini partner. Yes, effort no. Said that is what we want to show our kids. You people came into our life out of love. We knew what we are about as parents. We knew what we want for you kids. We knew strategies when we are living together. Now you was strategy and you live. And teamwork now. Their developmental growth, you know, and they look at things in a different manner. People don't take advantage of them, not looking for love and other things from wrong places. It's important, and we here. Because when we get it wrong, we get it twisted. That is why we messed our kids' life. We get it wrong. Yeah, poison almost our monkwala Obenina is a bitter soul. But that is all that he knows. The fruit of Sahadiano, yeno, Anfancha home, Metu Macau home, no, Pesemencunia home, I myself, and I know Emma Kolani Womua. Oniya saha wode ya afoforo onim said ye wabo to chari onim said ye suma sumduaba baby obekọ bia there is chaos ade na said ye wo pa hwe o ma me man example Donald Trump when temper tantrum he was throwing when he lose the elections publicly he could not even control his emotions everywhere no yet not to take now as I call out in a sweetie shop now say we me mauni and he doesn't get it because everything he wants he gets it. Now he didn't get it, he didn't go his way. Have you seen the chaos? So, this is just an example I'm just citing. And that is how some of us we are. That is how some of you are. Catherine say, Sister, it is the Lord's Prayer and forgive us our trespasses. Yes, that was the last idea I made jamo. Na fire on forms watch ye. Said you take one hour day yak. The boss empire did be but do we do it? Yanya ye touch run a crown ye mobon. Why get bino? A crime be obey any dear tria can obey. It is sad. It is sad. Now, so if I am social, you will play yan social man of one. Now you free bonim, yan dear Krumuko bonim. Mr. Brand, so I just were tria and son or quanso. It's brand in this car. What do you expect? To be switching a bounty or Bema brandy free. Would himself bray ya in the class or you were composed by force. Nick Nina Mastery. Also, what idea is you will move in ego. I bet now brand no can of front. A dear pan up as a brandy. I tell you, I will share your short. But I want so to be into zip. Sister, who petrol? You say sister, what was my money left? And social baby, you know, person will be do 2 months and what we say. I and see, Miss Ramo, what person will fear you? And so bra, and the man was so your mouth fear you when it da hopa. What's a one yet? Bra, ko ye dwuma wate. Ye dwuma, na fa won sesi ubo say, this is my home. Babushi ani. Mobi wo hokra, picture kra ye disi wo say we are family unit. Benefit GNT bi ni ho, mu ni bi. Mu ni bi. Evidence kra e kra say, hey, this is my family, mu ni bi. Cause say ba kwa ye dwuma tu ye botom na ye ya da bi. O pese wo ji aben sika nti no wa wo so wo ye nko ye single no wa ye single. Adia na someone magu ne dada. Mo pese mo say you single na you single and you single waiting baby. You dwen mum collectively. We dwen na adwene nko na we dwen na adwene nko. Engo si da ben 10 years, 15 years. You be di aban sika na 15 years. Inti awade na mo wade ye na mo last born frɛ papa na uncle no. Ai papa na oye nkwala na papa na mo frɛ na uncle nti ye. Oh, your uncle, they are so your uncle, you no responsibility so pressure. You and you are wondering why he's not looking after the kids. I will pick up your uncle. It is to say uncle. Sana samneti. Media brochia warrior to home, the fear warrior to me, the end that's it's not to home. I didn't want to be so non dynamics no ho na what me relate. I hope sana GD at least when you share where your platform is so ha e kwan ye be fa so ama ya so asumdua ba de me say de di kan wan kasa wo so asumdua ba ye to so bi no oyodo na afi odo na nkura bata ne bi ne say wo abojo cherry wo wa yemuye o yemuye e ma bi wo wa wo ntiri mu den sister wo ntiri mu den aduane die mu kura wutiri mu oden e ma ni bi wo ho your brofo say oye living enti aduane papa ni nyina wodi wo living ho ai wo ba fi a sika na o so ode be boa no ode ko Ghana dada enti se papa ni be didi se oni di se papa ni be ye den se onye den on fa papa no ho wo your dra e ya mpasa wo dra wo ya yemye wo yamoye Whatever. I say, or don't so empire on one casane dear. O prafo fraudy. Some of you, by virtue of say, I broach them my man, some daughters radiano. Say, Ebia wuna okita and cratana, so robo papa nemu. So, baby, or why? Because school. O miss up upon a crass say, dear now open, cratche. Dear now won't so person ya brabo. Cratch be when I'm the son and a bear brooch, and to be beer have to do with him, not the other party. I am passa with Donny Pana or do a ye, bisa what you say. Or by dear now one so person ye. Major the certificate, also when this one people let's say. Dear now see so person ye. There may be a new car, baby, if you're Nebecca. Be a for be I got to do with him. Especially one moment in my bear brooch. Oh, ma obane nkome kura. Adanfo kura no na chusu ma obano. Man, you are sick. You are sick, Ankasa. You are sick. You are so sick. Let the woman have his own freedom. What did not buy brochura? One ton, onyakwa. It's so sad when we do such programs. Now your point no be a catch your sister. Me couldn't buy brochure about 6 years in the bank card the crime who be that. The year Juma banker Nikita Apano. On one, the Kodija, then maybe your brofo. On one, the Coledo, on one, the Kotobi, just on my banu who's can mukra. But quite some more kind, or see, on one, the copper pranticasa no crament. Sister, no wait your sister meeting we or mammy who quine meet me as ya, or mammy go school nibbing to one, the copper prapra. Not I say, but I say, I say key job, no aquaye. Oh, my own conny pem. Why? What na ba bruchrinti okwasia na niti ya na aguragu what de ne saa wo mu assistant na ni bet na dafo be catch us all de ye nkakra nkrata na di mu a no wonder say nkrata na ba na mo jam nti odo wo abojo chede yo wa yemye a wo sa yemye eye adwuma odofo me jaw sa ne ba enum yi se wo de ye adwuma wo fi a be ma asomdwie aba afefie ho ebe yete se palace ye kase bi yi palace kra na palace bia wo hene na ye wo hema ene ye won koa ne mfuna a ye ma enti so pese obi ye ohene a e wo so di kan ye no hema so pese obi ye ohene a e wo so one will say ya Jane in that angle say the person obi ye me say ene wo se di kan ye obi ansa na obi aye me saa it goes a long way the to obi ya na me na do so do. So we young Crawford, everybody, everything got to do with you. There's no need bringing somebody into your life then. Stay single. Stay single. That one, it is all about you. You are not accountable for. But the moment you bring somebody into your life, we need to exist, coexist. It's a collaborative working. It's a teamwork. And that is all it is all about, marriage. That is what it's all about. It's a collaborative and a teamwork for it to actually get to a successful end. Without it, we can't do anything.
Sister, so I can't, like, there's nothing else I can say. You've said it all, you've summarized it, you've gone over and over again. And one moment see juices in your sister where she guso. It is late. As I saw it is almost 11. A dostro non compana sister what done Eddie. And they actually many this afternoon, my time, but evening, night time, your time. God richly bless you. I know, say you have your own things doing. You have your own coursework, you have your own things doing. You're a mom, you're a wife, you're everything. And so what's that? Brown, so yeah, no other Nasia Mami. I know it's his time, not our time, but that's fine. You find the time.
It's a teamwork, collaborative working.
Inti kona koya wa dwuma no wa dwuma ba kona koya no so.
Oh, wuni how kra. Maka cho sa de na collaborative work na de. O so me hana me so ha o musa. Abuja ko nyame nhira mu nyina. God bless you so much for also having us on this evening on your phone and on your iPads and all that. We are so grateful that when you come, you also stay with us, share the video. I mean, share as much as you can on other platforms as well. And it will be a blessing to somebody else. Even not for you. If for now you don't even need this information, somebody might be going through something and he needs this particular message to actually weigh differences with their family. I'm also encouraging people that, listen, when you come to a platform like this and you get blessed, it will be very good that maybe you buy Sika's Juice Plus. Or just say, Sika, I might not need Juice Plus now, but I want to support you. £50 so that maybe $50 because I know you use an app and all that to do those things. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. You have no idea. In as much as we do some of the things freely for you people, sometimes it will be very nice. Some of you might not have money, but coming to our inbox and say, you were a blessing to me is more than enough.
Exactly.
Some of us, it's more than enough for us. Just acknowledging some of the work we do here is more than enough. God bless you and stay tuned. We have a lot in our sleeves, but unless you support our businesses, unless you support some of the things we do, which will keep us going so that we can bring more to you. God bless you for having me tonight. Bye.
I said, I couldn't say it any better than she said it. God bless you, sister. God bless you. And Tiabusia, you had it all. I can't say anything else on top of what she said. From start to finish. God bless you. Those who came and met it in thank you so much for being here. Ebusia, Miss Remo. Follow Sika Educate. Our YouTube, our Facebook. Some of them are not on Facebook, but they are on YouTube. Please subscribe to Sika Educate on YouTube. And no akroya nso on Facebook nso so nti wo subscribe wo ho no na wo follow ahase nso so. Bebre na beba say oh, you have to bring Sister Omrekua back. You have to bring Sister Omrekua back. Mo pese mo hu Sister Omrekua back dia. Niama na Sister Omrekua ka say mo nye ni nyina. You guys should go and do them. And your kan no app na ye di ni nyina yiska. Sister Omrekua da agia wo say ya obema mu juice ni nyina no. And also ye, you know, it's all money. It was so on nsuo. Wetimi aye fine, wetimi aba betenase. And give you guys all this useful information. Intimate mo abehwe nyina mo amota kire nyina mehu nyina obi a wan follow page no no wan anko subscribe wo YouTube no meba da ye mu anadwi. I'm telling you meba and this Sister Omrekua and Sister Ama ye nyina ye beba mo da ye mu enti wo mpene to mpene no a na wo mpe wo ho asem wo pese wo da anadwi na da from na ho towa. Follow Sika Educate on Facebook and do the same thing. Subscribe on YouTube. I love you guys with the love of the Lord. And God bless you all for being here. Hey, one man can yet. And when you more baby, I know I share. No being sweaty. God bless you. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Sika Educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika Educate, yeah, Casafa, Abumde, our real improvement. Sika Educate, or down come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika Educate, Unyani, baby, Sika Educate. Ain't like it, page, you know, I am vibe. But more than YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika Educate is the name. All a man them so they come for inspiration, motivation, modern education. For Franada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. For Franada, Bema Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika Educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika Educate, yeah, Casafa, Abumde, our real improvement. Sika Educate.